Yo, yo, yo. Daniel Nicholas Brown, salute. Daniel Barry, salute. Yeah. On time, on time. Yo, yo. Oh, man. GTM basketball, salute. What up with y'all, man? Oh, matter of fact, I'm tripping. Um, my fault, y'all. Brian A, salute. Salute, salute. Let's see. Share. Um, copy the link. Straight, straight, dude. Wait till y'all a couple more people come in. Hey, man. Hey, I'm excited, man. Sorry too if I'm lacking with the content, whatever. I gotta get ready for this. Like I said, deployment got stuff gotta get done. Hey, hey, sir, Duck catches. Hey, salute you. Good to see you all players choice today. Hey, man. Listen, man. Hey, I told y'all, man. Listen, bro. Listen, bro. The grind don't stop, bro. What up, Andrew? Listen, bro. The grind don't stop. You know what I mean? Finally got your point guard, True. Hey, what up, Jared? Even though we had a point guard, listen. Hey, Jrue just asked though. Jrue asked up to that, so now we got 2 point guards. So hey, whatever. Hey, but hey, but salute to y'all. A couple more people. What did I schedule? The fucking this live. Matter of fact, hold up. What was this supposed to be scheduled? I don't know. But we here though, man. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling, man? How y'all doing and how y'all feeling? I definitely need another fucking lunch. Tiffany, what up, Tiffany? What up, man? You do need a backup big though. Hey, listen, Brad not done making moves, man. Like I said, I told y'all this, man. I didn't now I ain't now. Hey, I ain't expect a Drew Holiday move, but hey, I told y'all, Brad is not going. Brad is what up, Midtown. Um, I told y'all, Brad's not done making moves, bro. Brad is not done making moves. Um, we're gonna get into that too, by the way. Too, we're gonna get into that. I think I mean, listen. We are. If you see me, hey, shout out to Player Choice too. Shout out to Ron. Shout out to Player Choice to invite me on their platform too earlier. Um, that was it. Was a good. It was a good. It was a good. It was a good episode on there on the panel. So hey, you probably see me more on there. That was a hey, so but listen, um I think we're like don't listen, and like I said, hey, am I biased? Dwight Howard by any chance? I think we can get something better than Dwight Howard. I think we can get somebody better than Dwight. I have somebody in mind. I think we can get better than Dwight Howard. What them lights looking like too, man? I'm on my phone. By the way, I'm on my phone, y'all. I I may switch to my laptop. We'll see. Hold up, if I can if I can do. We'll see. But let me see. Blah blah yada yada. So I'm gonna see what them lights looking like. Hey, we got only 8 likes. I had to like my. I forgot to like my own video. You know, I forgot to like my own video. What up, hey, Blue Boats? Salute to you, man. I know we signed Wendy Gabriel. I forget how to pronounce his name from the Lakers last year. He played well. I seen him play well for South Sudan in the FIBA World Cup. We signed him, but yeah, get them likes up a little bit, man. Can we get at least 10 likes, man? Can we get at least 10 likes? So, so the 1A to the Bucks. I got the Bucks as the faves. I'm not. Hey, I ain't mad at that. I guess I don't. I mean, we can get into it, bro. Like I said, I know just coming from me is well, true. You know, you a Celtics fan, and you know how you be, you bias, whatever case may be. But let them know. Well, let's get into it. MC Robinson salute. Let's get into it. Are the Bucks going through some challenge to Celtics? Yes, in my opinion, I think they can. But in all reality, the situation, this Drew Holiday move, in my opinion, makes them, I think, clear favorites to come out the East, and and almost, I almost guarantee to win a championship, barring injury. Right? People that like, because now it's like people been because Drew Holiday. Listen, I understand. People first thing they're gonna say, well, the Celtics got no depth. Well, the Bucks don't got no depth either. And the Bucks are currently right now. If you're looking at the Bucks currently right now, they're a top heavy. Um, the Bucks currently right now is a top heavy team with no depth. So the Celtics have legit six guys that are formidable and very, you know what I mean, that bring versatility and different matchup that give matchup problems for other teams around the league. And even with that, like I said, hey, the fact that listen, we did have to give up some depth versus Drew Holiday, but let's put it this way: we traded for Drew Holiday for 2 guys that people have told me um, when I was defending these guys that got traded in the past are injury prone, which I can't deny that. I can't, you know what I mean? Which was a fair point, which case in point of look what happened last year. Robert Williams was not 100% last year, unfortunately. Malcolm Brogdon got hurt during critical times in the Eastern Conference Finals. So you trade those guys that, because at the end of the day, right, the number one ability is availability. And Drew Holiday, he's not a type of dude that's going to play 82 games, 80 games a season, whatever the case may be. But he has shown to be reliable when it comes to his injuries. So when you got a guy that's like that in the level of player he is, and you basically trade Malcolm Brogdon and Robert Williams and a two first round draft picks. Is that a is was it too much for Drew Holiday? Maybe not. But with all that being said, listen, Drew Holiday basically when we traded Marcus Smart, we lost some perimeter defense. Now we added um now we add what we lost in Marcus Smart. And then some when it comes to the offensive capabilities as Drew Holiday as a scorer, not just as a playmaker, but as a scorer and a shooter. And I know going well, yes, and to the Robert Williams loss, of course. Shout out to Robert Williams. Hope he does well in Portland, or you know what I mean. If he stays in Portland, if he didn't get don't get you. Hopefully, he has a great career ahead of him. Maybe one day he can come back to the Celtics. Who knows? But thing we lost. We have lost. We lost rim protection. Rob Williams was our best rim protector, and he was our best rebounder. Um, but with that being said, Porzingis, adding Porzingis, and he's not the rebounder and he's not the rim protector as Rob, but he still can rim protect at a high level, and he brings a certain and he brings a level of offensive capabilities and scoring and versatility that Rob Williams doesn't bring. So yes, so which I mean going back to GTM, I think it was my Sir Duck says earlier about what up, Mingle. Going back to what Sir Duck said in the chat, which I agree with. So just getting it back up big may not be on a Robert Williams level, of course, but somebody can fill in when it comes somewhere that productivity per se, which I think a move like that can happen because that's not all. The Celtics do have other assets they can still do. The Celtics still have two future first round picks that they can use and 8 second rounds. So hey, um, so don't be surprised if the Celtics make another move. 'Cause like I said, I've been telling you about Brad Stevens. Brad Stevens is a mad man. Brad Stevens, listen, um, the moves that he has made to help the Celtics win and help the Celtics put in further position to win a championship, it's been amazing since day one since he's been a GM. Like since the day one since he's been a GM, he is he Brad Stevens really hasn't missed. Like to really be truthful to you though, besides the Celtics not getting the job done, which which at the end of the day, the players, coach, and all that stuff has to come in play when it comes to execution per se, right? But when it comes to as a GM doing his job, making the moves to help the team win, Brad Stevens so far, and since this is his third year as a GM, has not missed. The man really is shooting. He has not missed whatsoever. Um, I listen. That's why that's one of the reasons why I'm confident of when people I'm not really worrying about necessarily just the death part about it or whatever because that's one of the reasons because listen Brad we trust, man. I mean, hey, yo Brad, like listen, hey, that's a real thing when I say that. It's a joke a little bit, but at the same time it's a real thing when I say that because like I said, Brad Stevens is has been doing an incredible job. So and mind you, the moves that happened, I mean, and I know people are going to say the Imodoka situation was technically that was out of his control. But like, even with that though, like the moves that he has made, um, has been wonderful. So it's been amazing. So it's like, hey, oh man, it's I'm very excited. I haven't been excited for I ain't gonna lie, like I haven't been excited seeing or watching a Celtics team in a long time. You know what I mean? In a long time. I know some of y'all too. Listen, man. Oh yeah, we gonna talk. And by the way, too, disclaimer: I will make an NFL video tomorrow. I'll talk about my Patriots and all that. Side note: I know some of y'all want to kill me, uh, get on me about my Patriots, but this stream, we can get on that another day. Or I'm gonna make a video on that. Um, yeah, but I just saw something on my phone. They're getting at me. That's why it just came on my mind. But um, anyway, but yeah, though I haven't been this. Yeah, I ain't really been this more excited for the Celtics in a long time. I think I said it last. Yeah, in a long time. To be honest with you, I was excited for the Celtics last year, but like you got to understand, like Derek White, Drew Holiday, Jalen Brown, Jason Tatum, and Porzingis on one. Like that's crazy. Like you have five guys in their prime of their career playing the best ball in their career on one team, playing at a certain level that in the def I'm just imagining the defense. You have five guys that can shoot 37 and plus from the 3-point line, 38, 37 plus from the 3-point line. And then you add the fact that five of those guys play above average defense. I mean, that's going to be a tough to deal with for teams, man. I'm very excited. Like this, like even the starting lineup. This starting lineup may be one of the best starting lineups in Boston Celtics history. I'm not going to lie to you. Like no BS. This may be. Hey, they probably gonna kill me for this too. When I said what I just said, I'm gonna reiterate, repeat what I said. This may be arguably on paper, may be the best Celtics lineup on paper. Or is definitely up there. You know, it has a or has a possibility to be the best Celtics start lineup of ever. Cause no disrespect to the big three Celtics, no disrespect to the '80 Celtics with Bird or the '70s with John Jack, Dave Cowens, or even with Bill Russell. I'm not saying this is the best Celtics team, right? Because that's a different conversation. I don't believe this is gonna be the best Celtics team, but I mean, as well, we can get into that later too. With how can they be? I said starting line. I'm saying if you look at the start, if you look at this, I'm talking about starting lineups. If you really look at the starting line, I didn't say team. If you look at the starting lineup, Tiffany, you got to understand what I'm saying. Because mind you, that '08 team. Let's go to '08 team. That '08 team was a great team, an all time great team, but that was a young Rondo. That was a young Rondo. We got. I mean, now, like I said, you add a Derek White, you had Jew, you had Jew Holiday, one of the best perimeter defender guards of all time. That's. I mean, hey, he's been listen. Let's be honest about it. He's one of the best perimeter defending guards of all time. In Drew Holiday, Derek White, one of the best perimeter defenders in the league right now. Drew, like I said, one of the best perimeter guards of all time. Then you add Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown, and Porzingis. Now that I mean, like I said, it may sound kind of crazy, but if you really break it down, I mean, you don't see lineups like this. You know what I mean? You do not see lineups like this. Like lineups like this, Like this is some 2K stuff. Like no, like this is some 2K stuff right here. Let me see. I'm at, well, I'll put the link in the chat. I'll post the link in the chat. But yeah, like this is man. I don't think people honestly like understand like how we got Tiffany in the building.
So it's a little true. We got to win a championship first. I can't do
I understand. I'm saying on, but I said on
it on
paper. And
paper.
like I said, I didn't say. Now I didn't say team. I didn't. I clearly didn't say team. Right. I said start as a starting lineup. Because let's. I mean, that '08 team is a better. I'm not going to say they're a better '08 team, right? But if you look at their starting lineup, let's just be. If you want to break it down player by player, right? I mean, the weak. I mean, Rondo and Perkins will be the weak. You know what I mean? If you talk about starting lineups, you know what I mean? That Rondo was like his second year in this league. You know what I mean? And Perkins. So like mind you got like I said, Derek White is playing at a he's a very one of the best role players in the NBA. Like you said, Jrue Holiday. What up, Mingle? Jrue Holiday. Like I said, one of the best perimeter defenders of all time. He got two guards. You got two guards, Derek White and Jrue Holiday, that can defend, shoot, that can do basically they can do everything. You right? They do a little bit of everything, right? And defend that can shoot and defend at a high level. Rad Jalen Brown, one of the best wings in the game. Jason Tatum, top 5 in the NBA. And you add Porzingis, one of the best bigs in the NBA. I mean, listen, how are there not the well as of right now, the betting odds, the Celtics and Bucks are tied for favorites in the title. They're tied. So, even though I do, hold on. Even though I do believe um, I think we're clearly better than the Bucks. I'm not. I'm sorry. Like it may were you being a homer true. Listen, uh, that Dame. Uh, listen, that Dame move does make the Bucks better, of course. But that being said, though, they're top heavy and they don't have no bench and they have a rookie head coach.
Question: Who was the other? Was there or is there ever gonna be known? Who was the other teams that bidding for Drew Holiday, or is that Boston made the move first?
I'm not sure who other teams were looking. I honestly I had to I think Chicago, I think Philly, Chicago, Philly, the Clippers, of course. Those teams were looking for Drew Holiday. But that being said, though, the Celtics have the better Celtics had a
Yeah,
better
I'm saying
package.
yeah. If you saying Philly, yeah, they had the way they had a better package.
They may have a better package with James Harden, but here's the thing. I mean, they may have a better package per se, Clippers and Heat, but man, Heat. I don't think Portland. No, I think they called Portland and Portland hanged up. I mean, I believe that. I mean, like I believe that. I mean, but hey, shout out to Miami Heat though. You know what I mean? Hey, listen. I told y'all. I try to tell y'all, bro. I try to tell y'all, bro. And I thought Dan was gonna go to Miami. I was one of the people, but I told y'all, bro. Brad was gonna make another move.
Of course he would say. Of
Brad
course
was
he would
going.
say. That's funny.
What?
I'm
What's
just
funny?
saying now. I'm just saying now. All that emo shit Jimmy Butler doing, that shit, that's cute. That's cute.
Actually, it's not, but we ain't gonna get into that.
It's cute. It's real cute and trying to funny he because he doing it for like he that's his thing, right? He dressed crazy at media day. They take the pictures, right? That media day picture they use for the whole rest of the season. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
So he not so that's why if you noticed last year that they used the Jimmy Butler picture with the dreads.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's all fun and games though. Lakers was listed, but but at the same time though, listen. That being said though, the 18. I just can't wait for the 18 banner, man. I can't wait, man. And mind you, I'm gonna be at home, so I'll probably be in Boston too. So it's like next year. So you know what I mean. I'll probably be there at the parade. I mean, listen, it's over with. I mean, like I said, in my opinion, it's over with, man. Barring injury, if we don't get hurt, we stay healthy, bro. Who beating the Celtics?
So who got
Who
the best
beating the
starting five?
Celtics?
There's a lot of teams that can beat the
We.
Celtics.
I don't believe. I mean, come on. Now like, okay, now this is what I'm trying. This is what I'm saying. Now, this is getting ridiculous now. So you're trying to tell me when the last? Let's do this. Let's have a fair question with this. When the last time you see a team built like this?
True. Is we serious
When it
right
comes to
now?
balance, no, I'm really being serious. I'm not talking about the superstar names per se. I'm not talking about no Warriors, KD per se, or like a Brooklyn Nets situation, or even
You just said when the
or
last
even
time a team been built like that, and I was
no.
about to
The
tell you, there's plenty of teams.
the reason why I'm saying that. Okay, when name me a starting five, like Tiff, you get what I'm saying though, Tiffany, because this team is what I mean by this team or Mingle. This what I mean by the team. We ain't seen. I don't recall a team being built specifically for this when it comes to like because I think people don't really understand how dangerous this team is, Michael. You do realize these Derek White and Jrue Holiday are arguably the two best defending guards in the league. You do realize that when the
It's
last time
suspect,
you
but
seen that
okay.
when the last time you seen that happen?
It's suspect, but okay.
How that suspect? Is that a lie?
It's suspect
If I'm lying, if I'm capping,
because Derek White is not a better defender than Marcus Smart. Now, Jrue Holiday may be, but Derek
I said
White is not.
but I did say arguably though, right? And to be fair, Derek White had a play better defense than Marcus Smart last year. Do
He's
you
not a
realize
better
that Derek
defender
White?
than Marcus Smart,
Whoa,
though.
hold on, okay. When you coming into this season, I'm not going to argue that. But last year, Derek White was our best defender. That was just that was just the truth. That just was
So
the
now,
truth.
we judging players off one season now. Okay.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying though. I'm just saying Derek White always been a great perimeter defender, and he's been getting better since he's been on the Celtics. He's gotten better. Yes or no?
He's
So
a good,
I'm just saying,
defender.
regardless of him not being, he's one of the best. Regardless though, there's not a lot of guards you can say there's better perimeter defenders than him. That's the whole point, right? That's really the whole point. If you want to say Jrue Holiday and Marcus Smart, what other guard defender is better than Jrue Holiday? I mean, not Jrue Holiday, but Derek White. It's really not a lot, Michael. You really can't name a lot of people besides those two guys.
I
You
agree
get what
with
I'm
that
saying?
part. I agree with
So the
that part.
point, the point is that so you got those two guys. My fault, or whoever the backstage, Taj.
What's
But the
up,
point is
True?
this too, though.
Tiff, Nigga
What up,
To
Justin?
the
Taj?
top.
But
What's
but
good?
but the thing is this though too. Though when I say that, like that's rare. We don't even see championship or dynasty teams like that. It's rare
True,
to
I'm
even see
gonna
those
say this.
type of
True,
teams.
I'm gonna go ahead and say this. It's a lot of teams. To me, it's a lot of teams that got a better starting five than y'all. Not saying they're gonna be better than y'all, but I mean, look at the Suns starting five. The Suns got a really good starting five.
So okay, that's
And,
cool.
and,
Okay,
and, so,
that's
and so
oh
does the Bucks, and so does the
oh
Mavericks, and
oh
so does the
oh.
like. It's a lot of teams got a good starting five.
Is it fair to say Jrue Holiday is better than Bradley Beal?
No, no, it's not fair to say that.
Is that fair to say that? Or
Not
they the
fair to
same
say it.
level?
They about the same. Now I say same level, maybe I give you same level, but better than that.
Okay, I'm just saying because we know Bradley Bill's a better scorer though. But that being said, though, especially going to next year, which I don't think Bradley Bill going to do a necessarily a super. I don't think he's going to do a terrible job at the point guard role. But that being said, though, we've seen Jrue Holiday play different roles his career and help teams win. Um, I don't. Bradley Bill has to show that yet. You know what I mean? Jrue Holiday have shown to be a third. You know what I mean? All I'm saying is, mind you, cool. Listen, you got Nurkic. Okay, first of all, we don't besides like I said, besides KD, Devin Booker and Bradley Bill, who's going to be starting? Who else is going to be starting besides Nurkic?
You got Josh Okogie.
Josh Okogie though, really? Because hold up, so if you realize though, besides outside of Derek White, the Celtics has 4 All-Star caliber players.
I mean, okay, but when you talking
On the
about
start
guys like
on the starting lineup, on the starting lineup is playing the best ball in their careers right now.
I get what you're saying, but when you're talking about Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, and on the same team, then you add Josh Okogie and Yusuf Nurkic. Not saying Nurkic is the best of the best, but just saying
No, he's
like
good.
that's a pretty good starting five right there.
I'm not saying it's not a great starting five, but you trying to tell me you taking that starting five with a Celtics starting five, you're smoking dope.
It ain't far off. It ain't if y'all
You
better. It ain't
smoking
far
dope.
off.
I'm cool with you. You might as well say they're a better team, but saying they got a better starting five is that like I don't listen. You can say they Celtics got a better team, but saying that they have a better starting five is ridiculous, bro. It's kind of it's ridiculous.
I don't know, man. They about right there together.
Hold on. Name me a starting five that plays above average defense. Everybody in the starting five in the Celtics play above average or elite defense and that can score. Name me a starting line. Can anybody on this panel name me a starting lineup that has that can do that as a starting lineup?
I think the Bucks, but you know when you add Giannis and Brook
Bucks.
Lopez in there, yeah, when you add Giannis and Brook
Hold
Lopez
on,
in there.
hold on. What up, T Street? So Dame plays good defense now.
No, I said when you add
No,
Brook
but I'm saying
Lopez
this.
and Giannis in there.
Right. I understand their star power, but listen, you didn't hear what I'm saying though. What starting lineup? When the last time you've seen a starting lineup, y'all? Right. This is why I'm so excited next season. That plays elite, above average defense or elite defense, and that can also score. Each player you're starting
I
five.
don't know. I don't know if Kristaps' defense is above average. It's
It's
mediocre
a
at
it,
best.
it it's above average. It's
It's
above average.
mediocre at best. Now the rest of them,
He's a
I give you Jaylen Brown. I give you Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Derek White, and Jrue Holiday. Yeah,
Porzingis.
they yeah.
Porzingis defense is above average.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
It is above average.
Okay. Okay.
It is
All
above. I
right.
mean, we looked at the numbers. Hey, look, we checked the numbers. We checked the numbers last season, bro. I mean, he was one of the best pick and roll defenders in the league. I didn't say
Okay.
he was I didn't say he was elite big man defender or whatever. Like, I've already said that we lost rim protection with Robert Williams, but he does play above average defense. So
Okay.
you add that. So and mind you, we understand he can score the basketball too. Listen, you understand he can score. So adding his defense, name me a starting. When the last time we seen a starting five period like this? Just saying.
You saying period like in NBA history?
Or it's not.
Or
It's
are you talking about
rare.
right now?
It's very.
Are you talking about
I'm
right now?
right now in the league, right now constructed now. And then
Oh, you
if you
saying
want to
now?
say, and if you want to say a team like that in the past, it's really rare to have that. It's really rare to have it. Like, don't get it twisted. I'm not saying there's other. Listen, the Suns can still be a better team, right? I'm not saying that, right? I'm talking about just starting five. I'm saying
I tell
starting
you,
five.
I tell you one thing. Regardless of the starting five, we sitting here arguing starting five. Regardless of that, the game still have to be played.
Right, the game's still right, and that being said too, I'm more confident of the Celtics because that being said, Dame time, your time is coming. Dame time, your time is coming. All that Dame time. Listen, you hear it now. You hear it now, Dame. Because like I said before, I'd rather listen. I'm more hyped that we got Jrue. Listen, and I said this before. I always wanted Drew Holiday somehow be on the Celtics though. I kind of because regardless of how it would have happened, and if y'all didn't watch, well, Celtics had the media day. Other teams too, of course, but like
I
Celtics had the media
saw
day,
some of it true with Jason
and
Tatum.
and and Brad Stevens always wanted Drew Holiday on the team since he was the
But
head coach.
the Bucks only lost 2 players. The Celtics lost 4.
But okay, but that being said, though, right? Hold on, the Bucks lost more. Let's be honest. The
Who
Bucks
else did they
lost
lose?
more than that.
Besides
They
Grayson
lost all
Allen and Drew Holiday, who else they lost?
they lost all their perimeter defense. They lost
Who?
Javon Carter. Look, okay, listen, Javon
Javon
Carter.
Carter. Oh shit.
He was a backup point guard. They
Man, Javon
downgraded.
Carter was hitting shit.
He was better than Cameron Payne.
Yeah, I guess. If you say he is, I guess. Man,
He was
Javon
he
Carter ain't
listen,
all that.
Javon
Get
Carter was
out of
one of
here
their
with
best perimeter.
Man,
Javon
get out of here
Carter.
with Javon Carter.
Listen, I know he don't have a name. I know he doesn't have a name, Mingle. But do your research, bro. He was one of their best perimeter defenders last year.
But I remember Javon Carter. Man,
I'm
get
just
out of here with
saying.
Javon
All
Carter,
I'm
man.
saying, but listen, Mingle. You got to put things. Listen, I know he's not a name per se, right? But it's the reason why the Bucks still was number one in the East, and
Why?
they
Because of
didn't with
Javon
Chris. Well,
Carter?
hold on, no. But well, hold up,
What are you
hold
talking
up
about
though.
here?
Well,
Oh, man.
hold up. Was Chris Middleton hurt last year? Yes or no? I'm
Yes,
saying
he was.
the
He
Bucks
was.
but I'm saying because the Bucks pieces they had last year, and that being said, the pieces they had, they're down. They're downgraded. They're really
Nah, I
downgraded. Even though
disagree. No,
you
they did
can
not.
even let's
They
say
did not
let's say you can have saying that okay, bro. You keep saying y'all I've been arguing people all day too
They
about
did
this
not.
too.
How did they
Y'all, I've been
downgrade? They lost
you
Drew
know what's
Holiday
crazy?
and got Dame Lillard. How did they
And they have no
downgrade?
perimeter, right? And they listen. First of all, they upgraded because first of all, the reason why they upgraded. I say they downgraded as a team because I don't believe
I
that.
disagree with that. They kept all their players. Only 2 players they lost with Drew Holiday and the
But you got
significant
to,
pieces. They lost with Drew
okay,
Holiday
okay,
and,
but that being said, they have no perimeter. They have no perimeter defense.
and Grayson Allen.
They barely have any perimeter defense no more.
Man, listen, True. The game is
That's a
more of a
fact
team.
though.
The
That's a
game is more team predicated defense anyway.
that's
If the
bro.
coach
That sounds cool,
if the
but
coach
that's
implement a good defensive system, the Bucks will be okay.
but that sounds cool though. But the perimeter defense that they had was part of that team defense though. What they was trying to do. So you can't sit there and say, okay, I know that yeah, it's a team. We understand team defense and team concepts of that, but you need other components to make that work.
Not
So you didn't
necessarily.
have no permit. Listen,
The, the,
all I'm
the
saying is this.
Warriors
All
won.
I'm
The
saying is this.
Warriors won. The Warriors
Listen.
won
We understand.
championship, and their best
Getting
player
caught.
ain't even that good of a defender.
Y'all listen. Y'all is getting caught up with the star power of Dame and Giannis. We
That ain't
understand
what I'm
all, but it comes.
saying. Listen to what I
Hold on,
just
hold
said.
on.
I just said the Warriors won championship, and their best player not even a good defender.
But okay. But here's the thing though. They have defense all around the board.
That's my.
We got Dame.
That's what I just
They
said.
don't, but no. But the Bucks don't have that. You keep comparing. The Bucks have no perimeter defense. They legit. You can argue probably have no perimeter defense. Their best perimeter defender right now is probably Chris Middleton. And last time we saw Chris Middleton, does he look like a good defender? Just saying. All I'm saying is this though. You're trying to tell me you're going against the Boston Celtics, and you trying to tell me you're going against the Jays. You're going against Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown, and you're trying to tell me you have nobody to slow them down.
What do you mean have nobody to slow them down? That's what
They
defense.
don't have
First of
nobody,
all,
bro.
first of
All
all,
right,
hold on,
bro.
hold
All
on.
right, bro.
First of all, it don't take much to slow Jalen Brown down. He can't even go
No,
left.
it don't,
You
bro.
just cut him off on
No,
his
but that,
left, and he done.
all right.
He
That's
can't even go
cool.
left. You cut him off on his right, rather. He can't go left,
That's
so
that
he's
that
done.
that sound real. That sound real
Now
cute.
Jason
That's
Tatum, on the other hand,
that
now
sound
Jason
real.
Tatum is another
That
story. He a
that
whole
that
different
that's
story, man.
that sound real cute though. 'Cause
Only
even
thing they got to
though,
do is make Jalen Brown go to his
bro,
left. That's all they got to
bro,
do.
you talking about one playoff series. You talking about one playoff series where
Jalen
that
Brown
bro.
cannot go
Listen,
left.
we
He still can't
understand.
go left
Listen,
like that.
Jalen Thompson. First of all, saying that Jalen Brown can't go left is stupid.
He can't.
Jalen
Every time he
Brown.
try to go left, he lose the ball.
Bro, first of all, his decision making, you can question his decision making, but Jalen Brown can't go left. There's plenty of film of him going left and finishing with his left. So I don't know why people keep trying to use that. Yeah, like come on, bro. Like he had a bad moment, which, yeah, that was an issue. Listen, is his left his strong hand? But listen, at the end of the day though, we have to be real though. We have to keep it a being. That being you because if you somebody as talented of Jalen Brown, okay, look at the defenses he played against. He played against a Miami Heat defense. It's one of the best defenses in the league. That being said, the question is, now I think the Bucks gonna be a very good defense. I think they could be a very good defense. Um, but in the playoffs, we gonna see how that's gonna maintain in the playoffs. Because that being said, when you have no guys that can slow down and or when it comes to the point of attack or the perimeter against those two guys, like you're gonna have a tough time, bro. You have to slow them. Like the reason why teams that have beaten the Boston Celtics because they have slowed down Tatum or Jalen Brown. Yes or no? So we can't sit here and try to dismiss it now like that doesn't mean anything.
Obviously, you're gonna have to slow them down. They the star of the team. That's not what
But
I'm
but the,
saying.
but
They the
the
superstars of the
problem,
team.
well,
But
right,
what
and
I'm
the
saying
problem is the
is,
Bucks. The problem the Bucks have is they have nobody to slow them down, and that's
you
just a
don't have
fact,
to slow
bro.
them down.
Yes,
You don't
they
have
do.
to.
All right,
No, they
bro.
don't. Bro.
That's
You can
yes,
play.
you
You can
do.
play. You
Yes,
can
you
play a
do. All right.
team.
Good luck
You
with
can play
that.
a team
Hey,
style
hey,
defense. They
Tiffany,
can help
Tiffany,
each
get
other out.
ready.
Giannis can help.
Tiffany, get ready to get that championship jersey, Tiffany. Tiffany, get ready to get that championship
Giannis can
jersey,
help
Tiffany.
Chris Middleton. Chris
Hey,
Middleton can
listen,
help.
if they
That's all it is.
Hey Tiffany, get that championship jersey ready. If you feel listen, if that's a dumbass game plan, if a game plan you say, listen, if you ain't gonna listen, who are you going to? So you putting Chris Middleton on? That's his primary defender on Jason Tatum or Jalen Brown. You gonna put Chris
Okay.
Middleton on him?
Yeah.
Good luck with that. I'm proud. Listen,
And
I'm
then
cool with that.
and
I'm
then
cool with that.
you make it slide Giannis. You make it slide Giannis on what's the name? You can put
There's a
Giannis on
reason.
Jason Tatum.
Man, y'all know you can't. No, you can't. Because we seen that happen. We seen that
I
happen
ain't
multiple
saying every
times.
play, but I'm saying some plays you can match them
No,
up.
you
Some
can't.
plays, not all the time.
No, you
Some
can't.
plays you can match them up.
Giannis is a roamer. Giannis is a help defender. Giannis is a roamer. You're not gonna put Giannis on the perimeter. You're not gonna because hey, is the reason why he
I
wasn't.
thought
He
Brook
don't.
Lopez
Giannis.
was the Roman
No,
because
he
he's the
plays.
shot blocker. He's the rim. I
No,
thought he was
no,
the Roman.
no. No, Brooke Lopez. He plays drop coverage. He plays drop coverage. He's
Okay.
a drop man. Giannis is the
Mm.
roamer. He roams around and play the help.
Mm.
So that he doesn't guard. He doesn't. He not. You're not going to see really Giannis guarding if Tatum on top of the key or situation like that. You ain't going to even see that because that's barbecue chicken. Like that. And mind you too. And here's the thing too though too. Like Porzingis is a 40-year-old whoever can guard the freak. So we didn't see Al Horford shut down. Like what? See, this is the weirdest thing I'm seeing now. Tiffany, I don't know if you've been seeing this too. It's been really weird. The Al Horford slander, right? Yes, he is. Is Al Horford later older in age? He's an elderman per se, right? Has he historically guarded Giannis well though? Or I'm just I don't know what I'm seeing. I don't know what world we I don't what world I don't know if I don't know if I'm in the right universe or not, y'all. But I could have sworn that Al Horford historically guards him very well. If I'm tripping, Tiffany, or young boy, if you want to finally say something first ever say, I mean mingle, or I'm tripping. I I don't know. Dijon, you sound like you just talking because
And same
John.
with
Ask
Duncan
Giannis.
Dunn. Al
I
Horford is
don't.
not no
I
40
don't even
years old. Y'all
know.
need
I
to
don't.
stop.
But even if even if he is 40 years old, he be slowing down Giannis. Yes or no?
I remember when he dunked on him.
I'm just saying, like he be fighting for his life against Al Horford, bro. Come on, bro.
I mean, but Mingo,
Like
y'all
why are
said
you
that. Let's just play this game. Okay, Mingo, he can get his, but what about the rest of the team?
right? We talking about Malik Beasley and Pat Connaughton. Like, come on, bro. And people, if people want to sit there and criticize the Celtics bench, which is fine, unproven per se of the right now. Which I do think the Celtics bench will surprise people, right?
Even though half of
I
them been there
do.
for some years.
Right. I do think the bench will surprise people this year. So people on the bench. But with that being said, though, um, listen,
And ain't Dijon a Lakers fan? You Lakers fan,
yeah,
Mingo, they trashed Malik Beasley so bad. Tell them to get rid of him because he was that bad. I
let's
know
not
y'all
hold
not
on. Let's
playing
talk.
this
So
game.
let's talk about Dan Gravity though. Have Jrue Holiday ever guarded Dame in the playoffs before?
I think
Hey, I mean, because I remember one time, if I'm not mistaken, Jrue Holiday he outplayed Dame. Matter of fact. Yeah, he outplayed Dame. Matter of fact, just thinking about it, when Rondo was on the
I'm
Pelicans, was it
gonna tell
20?
you one thing and one thing. I'm gonna tell you one thing and one thing only. Damn ain't on that same team anymore, man. He got Giannis and these guys.
I don't give it. Well, I don't give
It
it.
is not gonna be the same thing.
All I know is this though. Jrue Holiday can guard that man.
nah,
That's what
Dijon,
I do.
I'm not
You can't
crying.
just stack up on
That's
Dame
what I
like you
do
did on the
know.
Portland Trailblazers. You can't just
Dijon,
stack up on him now.
Ain't no stacking up or nothing. Jrue Holiday can guard Damian Lillard. Let's not act like he can't guard that man. Let's
yeah,
not do that. Let's
Dijon,
not act
On
don't try to
Portland,
fake it
let's
slow.
be honest now. On Portland, Dame was the only one you had to worry about. Let's be honest now.
man.
Let's be honest. Like seriously now,
So
let's be honest.
you
Dame
ask
is the only player you had to worry about. It ain't
you
hard to
ask
stop
you ask,
one player.
you ask
Like let's
CJ
be real
McCollum.
now.
Thank you,
Anyway,
Jay, because they was that
you
them
ask
Lakers
CJ
fan
McCollum.
was
That's a fact.
criticizing Malik Beasley and destroying that man, being
I don't
too
know what
harsh
y'all
on him.
talk. I don't know what y'all talking about. Drew. So now Drew can't guard. So now Drew can't guard David. So we ain't seen Drew Holiday go. We ain't. So hold up. So this is the weird ish now though. So now Drew Holiday on the Celtics now. Now his attributes
We don't need
decreased.
to reflect
He
Dijon.
No, I'm not saying his
now he
attributes
ain't who he
decrease.
is.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying
All I'm
is it
saying
ain't
is
hard
he
to
can.
stop one player. Everybody know it ain't hard to stop one player. Like, come on now.
All I'm saying is this though. Derek White and Drew Holiday can go back and forth guarding Derek. I said
But,
going back
we
and
see.
forth guarding Dame.
It ain't we
Like
gonna
y'all
see.
really,
Because now
it's
he ain't
not
gotta
really,
do all that
it's
now.
not,
He got
it
Giannis,
really ain't,
he got
it really not
Robin
gonna go.
Lopez,
Man, he said
he got Chris
Robert
Middleton.
Lopez is Robert Lopez is Raj, bro. Okay, we talking
That's
about Brook
cap.
Lopez,
That's
cool.
cap. If Robin Lopez
Robert
was, so is
Robert
Al Horford.
Lopez,
Let's be real,
Al
bro. Stop the
Horford.
cap.
You talking
Stop
about
the
Brook
cap.
Lopez or Robin? You talking about
Mingo,
Brook
you
Lopez
mean
or
No,
Robin?
Brooke?
Brooke.
We never
Brooke.
said
Brooke.
Brooke.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah,
I'm
All right,
talking about Brooke.
they do got
My
yeah.
bad.
I
My
was saying,
bad.
how
Brooke.
we get the
Brooke.
Lopez brothers mixed
My
up?
yeah,
bad. My
they
bad.
do
My
they
bad. Y'all
yeah.
right. Y'all right. Brooke. I meant Brooke. I meant Brooke. Right.
But here's the problem with that though, right? When you said okay, Brook Lopez is a fourth best player. Brook
I meant
Lopez is a
Brooke. You're
fourth
right. I
best player.
meant Brooke.
Hold
You're
on.
right.
What Brook Lopez is a fourth best player. Al
What that
Horford is the
matter?
sixth best. Al Horford is the sixth best player on the Celtics. That's a
Bro, when you
big
got Brooke
difference.
Lopez as
That's
a
a
fourth
big
option,
difference.
that's pretty good. You
No,
got a
he's a
center that
no. It's
can hit
not.
threes and he's
No,
a fourth option. That ain't
I
bad.
didn't. I didn't say that. I said he's the fourth best player. Arguably, he may be the third best player.
Nah,
He
he the
may be the
fourth.
third best.
Nah, he the
He
fourth
may be.
probably.
He
No,
the
the reason
fourth.
why I'm saying that, the reason why the reason, what up, T Sweezy? The reason why I'm saying that though, because last year he was the third best player last year because Chris Middleton played fucking awful. But nobody wants to sit there and talk about. Nobody wants to. And people. And let me address that too about Chris
I mean,
Middleton.
Chris Middleton
If
was
he
injured. Of course, he was the third best
man,
or the second
okay,
best.
my fault.
He was
Hold
the
on, T. I
second
got you, T
option.
Sweezy. What
All right.
he was he was the second option
He was
scorer
the
in the
second
playoffs and he
option.
got put out
Yeah,
I
there
mean,
anyway.
and
Chris
in the
Middleton was
finals,
But
injured. What you expect?
he was the
Time
second
out. But
option in the finals.
let me get this off too though, right? Because y'all are really giving these people excuses, right? Of age and stuff like that. By the way, can Jaylen Brown go left? So you trying to tell me there's no video of him and a bunch of film of him going left? So why we? I'm not listen. If you want to troll, you have to troll because y'all can't be serious and have a real conversation.
True,
But
true,
anyway,
true, true.
hold up.
We didn't
I
have
got you.
Jalen
I
Brown
got you,
used to the
Sweezy
pen.
though. I, we gonna. I got you, Sweezy. But like, and salute to you. I find it because listen, I find it funny people are losing all these excuses about Chris Miller being hurt because I've seen Robert Williams be hurt and not be 100%, and he had a good season, and he still played well in the playoff run we made to the finals, and he was hurt, correct? So Chris Middleton was hurt and he played trash. So what's the difference? You
Robert
get what
Williams
I'm
played with
saying?
torn right
Just
meniscus.
because just because somebody's hurt, we understand why he's playing. We understand factors of why somebody may be playing bad, right? I understand that. But the reality of the situation is when you're on that court, you have to perform, yes or no.
I
And
agree.
did Chris Middleton perform?
Yeah, I know he didn't. I mean,
Because all I'm saying, because I know this though, when players on my team got hurt and they was playing on the court, I couldn't
I always
when
everybody.
Robert Williams and when we went to the finals, I have really nothing pushback on Robert Williams. I didn't really
I mean, but
I didn't couldn't
Robert
I
Williams wasn't an excuse because I was missing him the whole season anyway. Like he
no
wasn't
no
really
but
playing the
Played
entire
six. He
season
played.
anyway.
He
no but
played 61
I'm
games.
saying
Mingo.
though right no but I'm saying that finals run that finals run we had he was still helpful for us to get to the championship with that injury he missed and coming back. You couldn't say the same thing about Chris Middleton. So that's the difference. And Rob Williams had a more severe injury than Chris Middleton had. You get what I'm saying? And so
Yeah,
that's
but I
all
tell
I'm
you,
saying. All I'm saying is
yeah,
when you on that court, you have to perform.
yeah, but I tell you
So
one
all
thing
I'm
though. Now that y'all ain't got Robert Williams, it's gonna be a layup line now out there.
that's really cap though. We still have Al
It's
Horford
gonna be
in
a
it.
layup line out there, man. Y'all ain't
Nah,
We
got
still
nah,
have
Robert
nah,
a
nah,
Williams.
nah, nah.
It's
we
gonna be a
still
Nah,
layup
hold on. We
line out
still
there.
hold on.
I
How
was
is
saying
gonna be
all
a
that.
layup? Hold
Mingo,
on,
why y'all give separation
hold
Robert
on.
Williams?
Now with Tiffany,
Because
what
he
I
was
said to
their
you,
best
Tiffany,
rim protector.
Tiffany, what I told you, I was, it was, you know what's funny? I was talking to Tiffany on the phone earlier about this, and with Tiffany, what I told you. See, it's always the goalpost always moves, and Trent. See now, Dijon wants to say y'all regret trading Robert Williams when Dijon one of the main people hating on Robert Williams, and he was and it's lying. If I'm lying, yes or no?
I ain't never
If
said
I'm
Robert
lying,
Williams was trash.
then
Only thing I said about Robert
Mango.
Williams, he don't stay healthy enough.
No,
That's
no,
it.
no, 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 no. I'm not even saying with you though. I'm not even. I'm still. You still. But I'm. This is not necessarily morally for you though. But I do think now people. KP is pulling his BS. Celtics will miss Robert Williams. I'm listen. Of course, we're gonna miss his rim protection and his rebound. I'm not saying we're not because it's a loss, right? But we've gained perimeter defense. We gained perimeter defense and added scoring. You get what I'm saying? And that being said, too, though, and that being said, too, though, when you have perimeter defenders like Derek White, Jrue Holiday, Jason Tatum, and Jaylen Brown on the court, that's not going to be no layup. I don't think that's a layup line. When you have,
They
mind you, hold
perimeter
on,
defenders.
you
They're not
do
shot
no,
blockers.
no, no.
They're not
Well,
rim
well,
protectors.
hold on, time out. Well, funny if you said that. We talk about shot blockers per se. Um, we don't we understand Jrue Holiday's he's a very good help defender. Derek
He
White,
is.
he's one of the best. Time out. Derek White, he's one of the best shot blocking guards in the league.
No,
He can
come
help. He
on.
can play. He is though. He can help. He can play. He
Derek
plays
White
help
not
defense.
blocking Giannis or none of them. Man, stop.
I didn't say that. I'm saying the defense going to play as on a string. How the defense going to attack you? Like Tiffany saw the media. I think Tiffany saw the media day. They saw that the defense. They're going back to their identity that got them to the finals. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown goes this season to be on the all defensive team. Besides winning the championship, that's the number one goal, of course. One of their goals, main goals, is to be on the all defensive team. That's like their second goal behind winning the championship. So you have your two best guys setting the tone like that. Come on, we understand Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, they play great defense. So how is it going to be a layup line when you have Derek White, Jrue Holiday, and
Because I just told you they not good rim. Yes, they good perimeter defenders. They
but
not
so
good rim protectors.
Porzingis is a good rim protector though. So is he a level of Robert Williams? Is he a level of Robert
And
Williams?
what
No, he's not.
universe have KP been a good? Oh, come on, man. What are we
Listen. I
doing?
don't. Didn't I show this? I legit showed the stats. Hold on, let me see if I still got it. I know I'm not tripping.
I got a question for y'all. This is some of the players' choice I saw true earlier. Are y'all ready for the question?
Yeah, I'm
Yes,
ready.
All right. Okay. When somebody bring up Jason Tatum, see, this is the point I didn't understand. Y'all can answer. They said if Jason Tatum couldn't win because, say, if he had the numbers, he couldn't win because they figured that's too much help he got. But compared to other people, if they was to win it, I mean, like, okay, let's just say if Giannis is that, well, wouldn't they say he have Dame? See, that's why I don't understand how that MVP mess go. What do you mean too much help? If Giannis was the MVP, he would have Dame. So how does that? Even they
Yeah,
bring up even they bring up Mingle LeBron in Miami. He did have D
he
Wade.
still won MVP. He still won
Yeah, that's
MVP.
you know how they try to
With
be
Chris
like,
Bosh. Yeah,
yeah,
I
they
think Jason
buy
they
Tatum.
did.
him.
He,
I'm
but
saying because they
listen,
did the same thing with Shaq and Kobe. They said
Yeah,
they
right,
that's
took
what
yeah,
I'm
bricks
but
away from
saying.
each other. I
right,
get what you're
but
saying.
Jason Tatum. This is the reason why I think Jason Tatum can win MVP. Or if he plays elite defense and keeps on playing, if he keeps on doing how he playing, be a great scorer and playing a great elite defense, he can win MVP. What a renegade! He can win MVP, and especially depending on how many games the Celtics win, he can win MVP. Like if he averages about 25 to 27 points a game, thoughts on Gabriel? It's a decent pickup. I would like
Wenyen
to have
Gabriel.
somebody else.
Oh, y'all got
It's a,
Wenyen
it's a,
Gabriel.
he is decent. Whatever. I'm not. I mean, I want somebody better. Hold on. I did say I want somebody better. I'm not saying he's a 7 footer. I liked him. I liked him on the FIBA World Cup. He played good. He played good for South Sudan. I'm gonna give him that. So,
Now let me,
but
Dijon.
also, but
I was saying Dijon. I'm not saying Luca. I'm saying how they try to do that. If somebody, and they'll try to cancel the other person out because who they play with, that you can't win MVP.
Listen,
Like
the
if you
right,
get
kid,
Jan,
stop the cap.
right, and that's the other thing
Oh,
too.
man.
Like, oh, now they can't win MVP. Clovers with another Danny H finesse. What a shocker! That's funny as hell. But all I'm saying is, if
Jason the
Jason,
kid
but if
careful. Talking
Jason,
about LeBron won
right,
league
but
MVP because he had the best
yeah,
offense and the best
right,
defense.
but
Man, stop the cap.
If Jason Tatum can average like 25 to 7 points a game, 8 to 9 rebounds, um, four to four to 4 to 5 assists a game with great efficiency, shooting like 50, like near 50% from the field, near 40% from three, something like that. Um, and playing elite defense, he can win MVP.
like I'm gonna
Like
bring
Man,
it.
he can
Jason the
win
kid, get on the
MVP.
panel then. Get on the panel. Ain't going nowhere.
Who you talking to? You mean?
Jason the kid, get on the
Oh,
panel. He's talking that noise in the chat.
Oh
okay.
man,
I was gonna say like, what if like say if Devin Booker almost averaged a certain amount, and you know they're gonna say, oh well, you got KD and you got Bill, you can't get it. And say if they had a good record, that's what I mean. I don't like that. You decide who
yeah,
wins because of who your teammates are.
I agree with that. I do agree with that because, like I said, they did Shaq and Kobe the same way. They were like these two players on the same team, so they take votes away from each other. So they were trying to say that neither one of them can get the league MVP.
right. But even with
So
that though,
I get
Tatum
that.
and like I said, Tatum, I like Tatum's focus this year too though, because like Tatum, he said the number one goal is to win a championship, and like I said, and don't get it twisted, right? I think Jason Tatum would love to get MVP. I don't think who wouldn't love to get MVP, right? But um, Tatum, Tatum, his number one goal is to be on the all defensive team than being the MVP. So Tatum, listen,
I think
Tatum is on a he's Tatum on a different focus this year, man. Like I'm
I
trying to
think the
tell
league
y'all, man.
MVP gonna be crazy this season though. It's
And
gonna be
Taylor, listen,
crazy this season.
I
Can I
know that.
talk?
I know. Yeah, you good, T. What up? Okay, you
For
good?
sure, for sure, for sure. So, what y'all went over?
How you feel? Listen, how you feel about the Drew Holiday move, man? Like, how you feel about
I
that?
I feel great. I just want a legitimate center. Sign the White side. I'm straight. We got a lot of
Not
basic
Whiteside.
guards.
Hell no. Not
Hell
White.
nah, hell nah.
No,
Yeah,
not
you
I
could have
don't
said
want
Whiteside.
hell
somebody
Why
nah.
you don't
else.
want Whiteside?
Not no fucking Whiteside trash ass.
He don't. He's not a locker room. He has an ego. He doesn't. He has an
Hey,
ego that he. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you this though. There's a reason why he's not in the league no more. T. Sweet. It has nothing to do with his talent.
go on. I need to
Um.
do my research. Go ahead. Tell me.
Well, he's not a. He's a locker room cancer. He has a big ego. He thinks he's better than what he is. He has an attitude problem, and that's why he's not in the league no more. It has nothing to do with his talent. Like so. Listen.
But
Um.
anyways, hey, true. I forgot we had signed a 7 footer. I think he used to be on the Kings. Forgot his name. I think he played
Yeah, he a two
overseas.
way. Yeah,
Who,
he a two
William
way guy
Gable?
though.
We signed him
You
to a
talking about
two way
No,
William
deal.
no,
Gable?
no,
No.
no,
We
no. He's
signed
talking about
somebody a
no.
couple
He's
weeks
talking
ago.
about Bruna. He from Portugal. Dark skin dude. Samias. I forgot his name top of my head. But
Yeah,
excuse.
dark skinned dude.
But
Yeah.
he's on a two way deal though. But like since we talk about bigs, what we want to sign though, right? This is my idea. The Celtics have a 6 million TPE or trade exception that they can use, right? Um, that they can use um from the
Hmm.
Grant Williams signing trade for the Mavericks. And there's a big man, power forward that plays for Detroit that makes a little bit under $6 million.
James Wiseman?
No, Isaiah
Stewart.
Stewart.
Oh yeah, he'll be a decent pickup for y'all. I actually like that if y'all get him. If
He
y'all
did
get
a
Isaiah
And
Stewart,
straight
that
block
I
actually
shots,
be a
think
decent
and he could
pickup.
block shots.
I think we listen. No, listen. We give them a bunch of seconds, or we give them a bunch of second round picks, or listen. Give matter of fact, listen. If they want to play hardball, man, I'll give them one first. I may give them a first for them.
I ain't giving up no first for him.
I may because the
Hell
reason.
no.
Well, hold up, time out, time out. The
I ain't
reason
gonna give
why
up
I'm
first
saying
to
that,
Holiday.
the reason why, well, to be fair though, we got two future first round picks that we can use. But one of the picks was a Golden State pick. To be fair, so I mean, hear me out though. The picks that we have gonna be late round picks. The Celtics don't really use first round picks anyway, Tiffany.
I wanted to keep
Them
that
picks
Golden
is gonna
State
be
pick.
late. The picks is gonna be very late. Yeah, but at the same time, we had to use that pick to get Drew Holiday. So I don't. I mean, it is what it is.
And then I did that
Um,
29 pick.
Yeah, that's one time, but
but
they
I'm
say unprotected though. So
yeah, but at the same time, at the same time though, yeah, that's all we're in 2029. We may be a Donch at the time. So listen, like all I'm saying is this: I'm willing to give a first round pick trade exception for Isaiah Stewart. Yes, that may sound crazy. The reason why I'm saying that because Brad don't really listen. When the last time we drafted somebody in the first round under Brad Stevens? Never happened.
You said in the
Never
first round?
happened in the
I don't
first
think
round.
Isaiah
Well,
Stewart though.
Jason Tatum,
since
Jalen Brown, Rose
no
Senior, Robert
since
Williams,
Brad I said since Brad Stevens became GM.
GM.
We have not
Oh,
since Brad Stevens been GM.
Niesman. Niesman was
He
like
was
that in
not. He was
college.
not. He was not. Brad Stevens was not the GM. That was Danny Ainge picked them
Oh,
guys.
was?
Then
Okay.
Come on,
Since
T-Sweet.
Brad
How the
Stevens
hell you
been,
supposed to be a Celtics fan? Come on,
I
bro.
didn't want to
No,
see
What
Brad.
are you
What?
talking
Hold
about?
on.
Oh man, since Brad
Wasn't he a rookie when we went to the
no
finals? Or second year?
Neesmith was in the second. Neesmith was in the second year,
Okay.
but
I got the years
but
mixed up.
but but Brad Stevens, since Brad Stevens been the GM, we have not been using first round picks anyway. So all I'm saying is, if we can use the first round to get Isaiah Stewart, and Isaiah Stewart just signed an extension, He's on his last year in his deal that he's making $5 million. Use that trade exception. You know what I mean? Mind you, he's on a long term deal. I think he's on a 4 year deal, right? For like, hold on, let me double check. Let me,
I ain't gonna lie, that'd be a
how
good
many
pickup
years?
for the Celtics, though. I ain't gonna even cap. I actually like Isaiah Stewart.
Oh
He
yeah.
actually a pretty decent player.
He
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 averaging
ain't
10.
developing.
good like
He
no
developed
star
his
player,
jump shot.
man.
He's a good
But he
rebounder. He's an
decent though.
undersized
Yeah,
center.
he a decent little
He got
player.
long ass arms. He's
He,
like 6'8", 6'9".
yeah, yeah, he's a versatile defender as a big. I mean, um, he's six. I mean, he don't listen. Like he can shoot a little bit. Let
He's
me
not a
see.
great.
Let me see this
He
contract.
developing it though.
And mind you, like, and listen, which is, and mind you, if he playing with the Celtics, it's level of a team like the Celtics. I mean, listen. I mean, and now listen. Let me look. I'm looking at his contract.
I heard the
Damn.
Celtics
I
not done
wish I
making
was on my
moves yet.
laptop.
True.
That's what listen. That's what I'm saying though. And mind you, I'm gonna say this about Isaiah Stewart. Don't be surprised if the Celtics do go after Isaiah Stewart too, because I'm thinking about it now. They was the Boston and Detroit was in some type of conversation. So do not be surprised if the Celtics land Isaiah Stewart. I wouldn't be surprised that happened. I would not be surprised. I think it's definitely a doable move. So Isaiah Stewart, he signed the extension for a $60 million extension, um, $50 million a year, for 4 years, and he has a team option last year of his deal, which is that's a pretty solid deal. That's basically
Hey,
the same amount of money. That's basically
hey,
same around the same. That's basically around the same amount of money we was going to give to Grant Williams.
True. You know what pissed me off?
What?
Mm.
You know how, bro? I ain't gonna lie. This year we were drafting good, but I was so pissed we traded him away. That center we drafted was cool, and that point guard.
Yeah, but at the same time though, yeah, but those now well technically we didn't draft those guys. We traded those picks.
Oh, we just picked
That,
for
like
them.
yeah, no, it wasn't a necessary pick for them. It was just we traded those picks. That's how it be in the draft. We traded those picks that was ours, and it's just you know what I mean. It says Celtics, but
Yeah.
like they have like the hat per se, but like you know what I mean. But I like the
Well,
Jordan Walsh pick though. I like the Jordan Walsh pick.
man, y'all know the Celtics and win now mode, so they're gonna get rid of those guys
Right,
like that.
but at the same time too, though, I like Jordan Walsh. Like this, understand that Jordan Walsh was a first round talent. Like the draft, people understand this because people said I was overhyping Jordan Walsh, like bro, just because he was a second round. I'm like, bro, listen, y'all do like if you notice these past couple of years, the drafts have been getting deep. It's been very deep, where you have guys in the second round that are first round like talent. You know what I mean? So listen, I'm and I say this about Jordan Walsh too. Jordan Walsh is probably the best draft pick we got since Robert Williams, and I think he has the potential to maybe be of the same upside or maybe a little bit better than Robert Williams.
Mm.
You
That's
think he
how
better? Is he better than? Can he be better than Neesmith?
better than Neesmith.
Yeah.
Most definitely, he has. I definitely see him have the potential higher. Listen, I'm telling you right now, his potential. Listen, and mind you, we this and mind you when I'm saying this, Grant Williams. I'm talking
Shit.
about even he has a
Well,
bigger upside in the Grant Williams. And so and the Robert and I think he like I said it's the same level. Or listen, I think Jordan Walsh can be a his floor is a Evan Turner, and his ceiling is a Iguodala.
mm, I like that.
That's
True.
how I like Jordan Walsh a lot, man. Because like I says, he can play make a little bit, he can score a little bit, and one thing that he that's going to get him on the floor is his defense. And one thing I like about Jordan Walsh is he played as a same type of role that he's going to be asked to play for the Celtics in Arkansas already. You know what I mean? He played a backup role, a bench role, a 6 man role on a good team in Arkansas last year. So him fitting on the Celtics is not going to be nothing. You know what I mean? It's not going to be a big thing to do. And plus, Iron, like mind you, an Iron sharper Iron, right? He's a wing. He's guard against. Listen, like I said, Tiffany watched some of it. He going against Derek White 1-on-ones. Like mind you, picture like I said, when you on a great team and you're playing with great talents, sometimes or a lot of times you get better with the players around you. You know what I mean? So having Jordan Walsh with that potential you already have, and being on a great team like that can rub off on him, and you know what I mean, and with his development. Because truth be told, too, y'all, this is one of the reasons why. But people talk about the depth per se. The Celtics also have a good development. We're during this time period. The Celtics does have good development. Let's not forget that. I mean, Robert Williams was on the Celtics for 5 years. You know what I mean?
Dang, I
Grant
didn't
Williams was
know it
for
was that long.
Grant Williams was on the Celtics for a decent amount of time. I mean, like even though they get more praise than ever did in their career now since they leave the Celtics for some reason, but that's neither here or there. But I find that funny though, right? They lead the Celtics, they get the most praise they have in their career.
Yeah,
I,
Mark
my, I was
Marcus
I
Smart.
was arguing Marcus Smart, Grant Williams, and Robert Williams. Ain't that funny though, right? The same three people saw was capping on Tiffany and saying that and Mingle and everybody that oh they I'm overhyping these guys and all this. Now they're getting more praise than they ever had in their careers, which is disgusting. And I'm gonna be frankly with you. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Out of everything I disagree with and dislike, when it comes even to sports and just in general, I strongly dislike that. And I find it very disgusting when um people are doing that. Like I'm more mad than that than the Patriots being trash this year. But that's neither here or there. But that's
And
how
I
disgusted
never
I am.
said nothing bad
That's
about none
how.
of those games.
No, I'm just saying in general. But you Mingle, you see what I'm talking about, Mingle. Like I'm really
I
like
get what
that.
you're saying because
Like
guys wasn't scratching them though. I get
I'm really because I'm really am upset. Like I'm really like out of everything I disagree with. I'm really mad and upset that all of a sudden those three guys they leave the Celtics and all of a sudden they get the most praise they ever had in their career. That's really disgusting about it. That's really
Facts.
that's regardless
Facts,
of
true.
forget me being a Celtics fan, bro. Because I'll be saying this right. I'll be saying this if it's for any other player, right? I would be saying this for any other player because it's and I find it's a weird energy I've been noticing though. It's like bam, it's now all of a sudden, um, is they gonna miss this now, and I'm not saying they're not gonna miss certain things that those players brought to the table. Nobody's denying that, but now all of a sudden y'all want to admit that now when they leave the team. When people I've been said Grant Williams was a vocal leader and he did this and this and that. And now when he lead the team, it's people want to say it now. It's more valid. It's just because it fit the narrative. You know what I mean? True, is the Celtics a super team? I don't listen. I'm gonna be real with you with that super team thing. I don't really believe in super teams. I believe in great teams. If you are a super team per se, you are a great team. If that makes any sense, right? Just because you don't have quote unquote that the quote unquote fake definition term of super team of the three all NBA or three all stars on one team thing, whatever, um, doesn't make you necessarily a super team. But you can even listen. You can have if I'll say this: if you win 75 games and you have no all stars on the team, you technically are a super team to me. You get what I'm saying? If you're great and you're playing, if you're doing phenomenal things on the court, regardless of what your statue is or what your level is a player, you are a super team. So I look at super teams equivalent of being a great team. That whole super team thing is just a narrative based thing to attack a certain player that I'm not going to feel. I don't feel like mentioning his name, but y'all know what I'm talking about. I ain't want to, you know what I mean. That's an agenda. That's all agenda based thing. When it comes to super teams per se,
Yeah, I'm
but
about to say true.
it
Jay, well, how would they be super? Jalen Brown, that he ain't no top 10 player. They really want to play this game.
no, I'm just saying. Well, but I'm saying if you want to, but technically, if you want to say if you want to call the Celtics a super team, cool, that's fine. But that means they basically mean they're a great team. You know what I mean? We got sturdy in the building.
Sturdy. I was just on sturdy panel with sturdy.
Can you hear me?
I heard you.
Yeah.
No. At best, Jalen Brown is top 15.
No, but my point is how I don't like that super narrative too. Just because they made some all
No,
stars.
there's nothing. No, listen. My whole thing about the super team, listen, I don't think it's a bad thing. I just think we have to change the definition of it.
Yeah.
If you're a super team, you're basically a great team. Like for example, like if you like Chicago Bulls, that's a super team. The motherfucker won six. They won six championships in the night. Like it's okay. There's not check like the whole super team thing and how they changed it and how they used it and how they made that a term. It for agenda to hate on LeBron. I'm not out because there's certain people. You know what? You know. Listen, if you know, you know. Like you know. That's why. It was like you know, if you know. A super team is how I look at a super team is basically a great team. That Warriors team when they won 73-9 was a super team.
One of the greatest teams. Yeah. They were that great.
like
Yeah, salute
um
everybody.
that's
Those
for
sturdy.
my fault, my fault. Even that Spurs team, remember that Spurs team that same year that won like 60 almost 70 games? Low key, people forget about that. Shit, that's a super listen, you can do if you can win over 65 fucking you can win over 65 games in the NBA, that's some super ish to me. That's not easy. So
I just, to
I
be honest
mean,
with you,
I don't
I
consider
don't.
that a super team because
There's
they
so
built a
many.
unit through the draft.
There's so
Super
many,
team is
bro. There's so
core.
many.
You feel me?
My nigga, there's so many definitions of super teams. I just don't use that. To be honest with you,
right, that's what I'm saying. But I'm
just
just
call it what it
saying,
is.
yeah,
Niggas a great team. Call it a day, bro. This whole super
right.
team shit, it's labeled just, it's just corny and
It's a
unnecessary. To be honest with
it's agenda based. That's why I'm saying if you do want to use it though, it's just like it's just agenda based to like to ish on teams if they fail or not, whatever. But it's like that's what it is. It's agenda based and narrative based to use pick and choose and use it. That's what it is.
you. The main
But
reason it
like
don't matter because there's no championship that's won on paper. So
right,
like that's the main reason. So there's no point of calling it whatever the hell you want to call it. They got to put it on the court anyway. And what makes them great is what they do on the court anyway.
right. Shoot,
Yeah,
like nobody
my
called the
bad.
Avenger. Like it's like the Avengers. We get it. Like it's a super. Like you get what I'm saying. It's like when you have listen. It's a great team. You need a great like it's a great team. Super. It's just like it's just I don't know. It's really good. If you the hell, but when you, but when you really like I said that's it gets like I said going back to the point like it gets really stupid though when you really get into like trying to get to the nicky crannies of what's a super team or not. It gets real dumb. What up, Ralph? It gets
Can
real dumb.
catch a panel question?
Yeah.
How many contenders do you think is in the league now?
I think like five. I think it's like 6, 5.
I go.
Fifth?
I about six. I say six.
I think
So
Dallas.
you,
I think Dallas because no, please though. I think Dallas is gonna make another move too. By the way, too before the season starts. So be look out for that. Um,
I like Dallas. I like what Dallas doing this offseason.
I think
yo,
Dallas.
Dallas
Like
made
I
some
think
big moves.
if
I think Sturdy disagree with me, but I think they're gonna make another move to like okay, you know what I mean?
listen, if they get Robert Williams, they contender.
Ooh, I like that. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh
Yeah.
They
yeah.
got a center that can
Wow.
guard 1 through 5.
That's the rumor
Ooh,
right now.
Oh,
and
really?
he
Okay. I'm
Hey,
undersized.
be. I'm glad to
Yeah,
hear
hey
something
now,
like that.
hey now. That's a Robert. The Williams brothers back. The
Right,
Williams. Oh, that's got.
he gives them what they really need, bro. Because look at their all
hey,
season moves. As great as it's been, They increased their wings. They got better shooting. They got better vets. They got better defense on the perimeter. But the thing they slacking a little bit is that center position a little bit. They got a good rookie,
I,
but
That's a good.
but
Robert
but hold up,
Williams,
boy. You give Robert Williams the upside, the
and then
potential with that, bro.
that's what I'm
Man,
saying. The underrated thing about the Dallas organization, they won the best organization in terms of like for treating their players. Them in Phoenix, they won the best. So they get him. That's gonna be a problem.
I knew Kyrie
yeah,
wasn't
I
leaving
ain't gonna.
Dallas
Now why would he leave? I mean, but he first of all Texas.
because he been wanting to get paid. That was the
Yeah,
problem.
but he technically took a pay cut. Technically, he took a pay cut. Yes, I think he took 10. I think he took 10 million less the month, 10 million less dollars,
Yeah.
if I'm not
Well,
mistaken.
Well, you know,
I
shit
tell
that
you one thing. Well, I
what?
tell you one thing. Jalen Brown got all that money that he got. It just is about to break the bank. I'm telling you now.
No,
Ooh.
man, go not with them daggone taxes. I think we
Man,
broke it
Jason Tatum
down one
finna break the
time.
bank. She finna get real. And then FGA
Bogus
just finna
soldiers
take
on.
FGA finna just take it over the top when he get his contract.
Nah. I'm gonna tell you what it is. Jokic gonna get like a 400 million though. Watch.
That's what FGA gonna get a 400 mil.
No, it,
Watch,
no, it, no, he not. He getting like a
watch.
three, like so. He probably get like a 320 something.
I got it.
Yeah,
I
it's not
watch he
going.
get my
You're not.
four.
You're not. You don't never see a 400 mil like for a little bit. Not that soon.
Nah, it's
Not
not,
that soon.
you know what I'm looking. I'm tripping. I'm sure Jokic's gonna get like a three, like 80, 60. Like, I forgot what I don't know. I don't know
Because
if I'm.
the
I gotta look
next
at it again.
the next super max is the eligible is JT, and what JT projected being about
350.
three
Yeah,
fifty.
350.
So
That's what I'm
they're not
saying.
gonna.
380 is
I'm
not
saying
too crazy though with Jokic. That's
no,
not.
380 is good. I'm saying 400. 400, that's a big
Yeah,
$50
yeah.
million jump. You know
No,
what I
I'm
mean?
no reason. I gotta double check this again, but I swore I saw like the projections of like the what people can make. And I say I don't know if Jokic was 400 million. I may be mistaken though. I gotta double check that. But
And what
here's
I'm
the thing
saying
with what
is JT is getting the highest supermax, right? The absolute supermax, and teams only going to increase about 25 million in the next big jump. So I don't like what's the extra 50 million? That's crazy.
I don't know. I gotta double check it again. 'Cause I saw somewhere. I maybe looked at it wrong, but 380. But I mean, 380 makes sense then. Because yeah, you're right. 380 makes sense. Because 20. Yeah, you're right. The math. You do the math. That makes sense.
But
The
Mingles,
Cavs
how many
gonna have a
contenders? Mingles, how many contenders do you think are in the league now?
Sure, I could name him.
Go ahead,
Want
Chief.
me to go? All
Yeah.
right, it's good. Celtics, Lakers, Nuggets. That's 3. Suns. That's 4. Bucks 5. Um, can I say Dallas or no? Because
No,
they
you
made a
can
Well,
lot of
say
moves.
any
Dallas.
team that you think is a contender.
yeah, you can say
Uh,
what you want to say, man.
I'm missing somebody. I can't say Golden State. Who in the East? Miami,
Philly.
nah.
Cavs.
Philly,
Yeah.
nah. Chicago, nah. Um, Memphis, I don't know. That's the question mark. Um, I named 5. I can't say the Clippers. Nope. Uh, damn, I'm missing somebody in the West. Who's in the West? I already said Phoenix. I said Denver. I named 3 teams in the East. Yeah, I'm missing somebody. Yeah, right now I got 5. Yeah, I
Uh,
can't think of. So my 6 gonna be Dallas. Fuck it.
my six is I got the same five as y'all, but my six is the Clippers.
All right.
Damn,
So
is it?
all right. What's
I ain't
yours?
mad at that.
Name your 6
Damn.
teams.
Do I got 7 then?
Name your 6 teams.
No, that was it.
I
Like
may got.
the
I
same
may got.
five you
I
have,
may.
but
Oh, the
except
Yeah.
same one as
for
me.
Dallas, I
Okay.
got Clippers. Yeah, except for
I ain't gonna
Dallas, I
lie.
Oh,
got
you got
Clippers.
Clippers instead?
I
I
may
don't
have.
got Clippers.
Yeah.
Hold on. I ain't gonna lie. I may got 7. I may got 7 teams. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to
Who's
you. I may got
the
7.
17?
I'm gonna stick with the 6.
Know what? Know what? Know what? Know what? I'm projecting. Know what?
I'm
I'm gonna leave
5.
Dallas. I'm gonna leave Dallas out because I am projecting, and it ain't. I don't think it gotta happen so I can say that. So I'm gonna leave Dallas. I'm gonna take Dallas out and put the Clippers. I'm gonna take Dallas out. Just, you know what I mean? It's 6 Clippers
Mm.
because
So what's your team,
now that
True?
being No, I'm saying
March the
this. I
6th.
got really the. I got really the same. Like I got Bucks, Celtics,
So you just
Clippers,
swapped Dallas out with Clippers,
Lakers.
basically.
Yeah, Lakers and Nuggets. Now that being now, listen, if somehow Dallas can get Robert Williams, I do. I will. I'm putting them. I will. I'm putting them on that list if they can do that. If they can do that.
I just don't trust Kawhi Leonard. That's why I ain't put Clippers.
Herm Herm said Herm said it's only four. He says he's kept it short. He said, listen,
He
man, all
definitely
the,
he definitely got Clippers over us.
Who's the four? It's
Herm
between
says
Nuggets, Bucks,
her
Celtics.
hey, he kept it. He said, listen,
No
follow. Hey,
Suns. Oh
Yeah,
no,
but I
hey, he said,
said you got to put the Suns in there.
I ain't
nigga
gonna
said
lie
no
though. I like,
Suns.
Ari has some. Oh, that was
No, I'm talking about
okay.
Herm didn't put
Okay.
them in there. You got to be respectful of what they did.
they're good. I mean, look, I mean, the
Yeah,
question is though, the question is though, how they gonna so we understand. Like, if you look on paper, of course, like, but it's how they're gonna make it work with the style of play, with the personnel per se, like. Because this is like the first like Frank Vogel is a defensive minded coach, but he don't have a lot of defensive minded personnel on the team. And then you add Bradley Beal. Um, Bradley Beal, he playing a position at the NBA that he never really played before. Yeah, he actually do a lot of playmaking on the Wizards, but now he got to sacrifice. I mean, without the, I don't think he has a problem with sacrificing because he's always been a professional, do everything. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Out of all of them,
Team
I
has
think he's like that.
um
Professional. I
The way I
think.
see it,
um
all six of those teams, right? Five or six, whatever you got. They all got clear strengths and they all got a glaring weakness.
yeah,
That's the way I see it.
Yeah, but ain't
but
no way
like.
you can say, ain't no way with
But
a straight face you can say
but here's the
you can
thing though, the
name
Suns,
teams
like I
and
said,
not
I
name
do,
some.
I think the Suns gonna be great this year, but I think the Suns do have a lot of out of all the teams that would have them and the Clippers, my opinion, and I would say the Suns. We already know the Clippers. I ain't gonna say I can't say we already know the Clippers gotta stay healthy. That's really it. Like I don't. We can
That's
just leave
every
that
team,
alone.
though, if you're gonna do it that way.
We're gonna leave. We're just gonna leave that alone, right? The Clippers, they just gotta stay healthy. But I think the Suns
Every
got the
team
most
gotta stay
questions.
healthy.
Yeah, no, I'm saying this. Yeah, of course that. But especially them though. That's been I mean, that's been like their best players can't stay
Yeah,
healthy.
man. Go you see how
Like
remember
that's
Kawhi
a
was playing so good, and
yeah,
we found out he was hurt, and it was
yeah.
like,
Like
dang, it's
that's
over
yeah.
already.
It's like I
Oh,
mean,
man, but what are you saying?
I'm just
Kristaps
saying.
Porzingis
I
is
mean,
hurt and the
what?
season ain't even started
No,
yet.
I mean, but that's I mean, but here's the thing though. Like we understand that, but Chris Porzingis actually be the third best player on the Celtics. Like it's been. I mean, as a Clipper, and like I said, if you were a Clipper fan, you know how frustrating it may be if you watching Paul George, your two best players, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, get hurt all the time since they've been there, basically. Like that will be very frustrating as a like. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of feel for Clippers fans that has to deal with this right now. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't talking about no fake Clipper fan either though. So yeah, but if you're a if you're a real Clipper fan, I know they
I
like, you
think,
know what I mean.
I think y'all sleeping on a couple of them teams, like the Mavericks
We
and
said
those
No,
the
I'm
teams.
just
Mavericks.
no. But here's
Them
the
teams
idea.
gonna
But
be
we
in there
also
too.
said,
The Mavericks
hold
had
up,
one of the best off seasons, bro. They got like
Them teams
but
the
gonna be
center
in there
they
too
got. He
with
nice,
but hold up. We're not
and
saying
they
that.
got Grant
Listen, but we're
Williams.
saying right. But I'm saying that. Listen, if the Mavericks can somehow get a Robert Williams, then I will put him. Then I can put him. Cause I'm now I can put him in. I'm gonna be real. Hold on. What's Tim Hardaway Jr. just on it? What's his contract going like?
Warriors
I
don't
don't know
make that
what
much.
team.
No, I'm saying what Tim Hardaway is he? What type of deal? Like he's on a sparring deal? Cause I ain't gonna lie though. Cause they almost got Matisse Thybulle though. I don't know what yet, but I thought they was gonna get me. If they got Matisse Thybulle,
Yeah, Portland Master. Portland Master
they
offer.
man. I
Portland
think
Master, that's
yeah.
crazy.
That would have been crazy
Portland.
though. They got Matisse Thybulle.
But D Tyler don't got to score. He just got to play defense. That's it.
So
His
who?
shooting
Like the
got
shooters,
better.
and they got Steph Curry.
His His shooting
Rashawn
got
Yeah,
Holmes.
better too.
they shooting got better.
Yeah, they got Seth Curry. They got Seth Curry back.
And Grant
And then they got
Williams.
that Hardy kid. I like
Yeah,
Hardy. And then they drafted a small forward. He's
yeah,
Tim
good.
Hardaway
yeah.
Jr.
They got
And
Lively.
like I said, you
Lively is
got
good.
Richard
Rim
Holmes. You got
protector.
Richard Holmes. Right. You can have Richard Holmes as a backup center. If you like I said, if somehow they can get Robert Williams, I mean, shoot,
They ain't gonna be able to get
hey,
Robert Williams. I don't think Portland giving up Robert
Nigga,
Williams.
shit,
Mingo,
shit. All right, give him some
Hey,
draft pick.
Portland
Give him
only. That's it.
two
And
first.
Dallas got picks,
hey,
and they got the
Hey,
contracts. That's all Portland wants. Portland's want expiring deals,
listen.
picks.
Portland got Aiden and Rob Williams. How that's gonna work?
Hey, listen. They get give him 1 or 2 first round draft picks for Robert Williams. Maybe like a Tim Hardaway Jr. I think
They'll
Tim Hardaway Jr.
they'll,
on an expiring deal.
they'll bite
Uh,
that shit.
Man, listen, you may get more of that. I think Tim Hardaway Jr. make like
He
8-10
definitely he
million.
definitely make more. He definitely make more.
You can may get a little bit more of that. You can get a little. You may can get a little bit just more than. But you can get Robert Williams. Like I said, cause like I'm a listen. I'm as a fan of Robert Williams. I would love to see him be in that. In a. Now I think Portland. Now if he stays in Portland though, I'm curious. I would like that too. I'm curious to see that. You know what I mean? If he stays in Portland, but if he goes to the Mavericks, you know what I mean? Hey,
Mavericks would be a better
as a
opportunity
fan,
for him.
as
And
yeah, as a yeah, right, he can flourish and be the player he can be. You know what I mean? So hey, with Luca and Kyrie with Rob, that's gonna be great TV right there. Watch, I'm telling you.
Yeah, yeah, that's a pretty good team. Then don't forget about the Kings with De'Aaron Fox and them guys, and Sabonis and Kevin Hurdle and all them guys.
they had a JaVale McGee.
I don't know
And they
why they
added
wasn't.
JaVale McGee.
I don't know why they
Hey,
didn't.
hey, hey, Mingo, that's my 7. The Kings. Yep. I
He
forgot to
said
put them in
Kings
there.
contender.
You
Yep.
did, hey Herm. I ain't gonna lie though. Shout out to Herm. The Herm did say that issue. Though. I ain't gonna lie. Herm, that's one of the rare W's of Herm's. Like he
What
did
what
say that. I ain't gonna.
what did he say?
He did say Dan was going to the Bucks though, but it wasn't like how you thought it was gonna be though. No, he did say. Did he say Drew Holiday? He did. He did say Drew Holiday. I thought it was kind of crazy. I didn't think they was gonna do it, but like I guess hey, if you want to keep Giannis in Milwaukee,
Shit,
shoot.
feel bad for the other teams in the East, my nigga. I
Man,
did
Only
not.
nobody in the start
only
that
other
make
team I oh the
nobody
only
got
other
no
team I
That's
think
Miami
pressure.
go to
got
the
a
Eastern
team.
Conference
no,
Finals.
The only other team I think got a chance is maybe the Cavaliers, and that's maybe.
no. I mean,
Cavaliers got
no
the best
disrespect.
defense.
With all due respect, though, they really don't. I don't be real with you though. Like it's really like I mean,
Their front court
it,
just too young at the moment.
it
One day,
just it just and if you putting too much pressure, like it's just like man, listen,
Yeah, man,
it
you
just they
forgot they
didn't.
was trying to get rid of Jared. Ask him about Jared. You trying to get rid of Jared? I don't
I'm
know.
gonna
Was that a
be
pup
I'm gonna
fake?
be real. I'm gonna be real with you though, man. Listen, I'm gonna be real with you though. This move right here though, right? The Bucks and Celtics move that happened is gonna cause a big shift in the East where another team in the East will try to. It's going to listen. It's going to happen. It's just how the NBA works, right? It's going to happen. You're going to see. Ah, you're going to see a. I think you're going to see another team compete with the Bucks and the Celtics by next year. I do predict that because it's not even fair right now. I'm gonna tell y'all this really frankly. It's really not fair in the East right now. It's really not. I'm just being totally frank with y'all. It's not fair in the East.
Hey, true.
I don't care what Joel Embiid talking about. I
Hey,
saw Joel
true.
Embiid talking about what.
They keep saying we're gonna lose to the Bucks, but the Bucks they lost their perimeter because they don't got Holiday or Javon Carter no more. Who they best perimeter defender? Jay Crowder, Malik
I mean,
Beasley.
listen, I'm
What
to
are they
be
gonna
fair
do?
though, right?
Javon Carter still
To
on the
be
team.
Lopez is a rim protector. Giannis play off
no
ball.
Javon Carter with the Bulls, bro.
That's what I was saying.
Oh, he went
Yeah,
to
I
the
thought he was.
Bulls.
That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
He went to Bulls. He signed that. Yeah, he went to Bulls. Listen.
What for more
I
money?
mean,
yeah.
listen. I'll say that. Listen. The one thing is this. I can't get mad at the Bucks. Listen, and then the Bucks. Listen, the Bucks did what they had to do. The one thing you can't get mad at that because listen, to make Giannis happy, whatever, do what you gotta do. But at the same time, though, they do. it's gonna be interesting though, because like I said, you can't when you got two guys like that on the team, you just gotta try to figure it out, and make it work. But when it comes to their perimeter defense, that is gonna be a concern though. That I am curious on how they're going to try to hide. Because one thing is though, to mind you, that when it comes to the front court of the Bucks, that's they one of the best in the league. That's when it comes to defense and rebounding. But you don't want to want to put too much pressure on, even if they can defend, right? Like Brook Lopez and Giannis, to always gotta, you know what I mean, help the perimeter guys. You know what I mean? Because mind you, when you have bad perimeter defense at times, you be a big a lot of times be in foul trouble. You know what I mean? And you know when
Bobby
it comes to the
Porter.
playoff
You got
time,
Bobby Porter.
but the ball you not left with here with a fan though. But you don't want like the question is if the Bucks defense is gonna be so bad where it's like a runway to the layup line, and where people can get, you know what I mean? You don't want Brook Lopez or Giannis getting foul trouble. You know what I mean? Because as soon as they get in foul trouble, you know what I mean? Because here's the thing: beforehand, how the Buck defense was so good because they've been even before Jrue Holiday, they always had a point attack defender, right? They always had a point attack.
Why
Must
you
be.
stop talking?
Oh, his
Why you stop
internet. I
talking?
think. I think
No,
his
I'm looking.
internet.
No, I was doing what I was saying though.
Oh, I was about to say, why you stop talking? You just out of the blue, just stop talking.
No, no, I thought I was saying. No, I was done with my. I was doing yeah, like
Oh, I thought you
the
had went
reason.
out because he
The
did
reason, the
end
reason,
it.
no, the reason why one of the reasons why the Bucks were so successful because of like the defense on, like I said, is when it comes to front court and the perimeter. Now they lost like because they best perimeter defender right now is it Chris Middleton, and I mean
Jay
he's not
Crowder,
necessarily
Pat Connaughton.
that shell not no Jay
That's what I'm
Crowder.
saying. Pat Connaughton's slow. He a decent defender, but come on, bro.
Man,
He ain't
Ron,
about to
man,
go
we
light up.
Ron, man, I was on player tour. That man Ron was trying to cap for Jay Crowder. Like, come on, like I understand. Listen, I understand that now. If you want to question the Celtics bench, I'm not gonna be mad at that they got something proven to do. Peyton Pritchard got to step up. You know, I've been a Peyton Pritchard supporter, but at the same time, though, the Bucks in the same level when it comes to their bench depth. Let's
They
just be
never.
Yeah,
real.
the way to be honest with you,
We
the way I
made way
see
more
it,
moves. We got a lot of two ways over our
the way I
bench,
see
Drew.
it, the depth is about the same. If anything, to be honest with you.
Nah,
Come
not the
on
guard and
now.
wing. Peyton Pritchard's the only one that's not a two way on our bench. Delano Bedden, O'Shea
I'm not. Well, we
Brissett,
ain't worrying
Lamar
about. We
Stevens,
ain't worrying about. We ain't worrying about two ways, bro.
or
They know
Jordan
they're not
Walsh.
like eight,
Or Jordan Walsh can
two,
lock
two.
down, but
But to be
Now
honest with you,
Jordan
for the
Wall.
playoffs, you just need eight strong. That's it.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like it's like at the end of the
The
day,
thing
like
is, the Bucks and stuff, they got six in the possible. Both teams. Yeah, which is six in the possible.
hey, we
shit.
got
I
two all pro defenders as our backcourt. True, how you feel about
True, I'll
that?
be right back.
okay. I mean, I love it. I mean, when you listen as a basketball fan, that's rare to really see having two one of the two best perimeter defenders on the same team. You know what I mean? In general, so like that's
Right.
gonna be fun to watch because it's like it's going. Listen, they gonna wreak havoc, bro. That's gonna be
Man,
very
I heard
The,
dangerous.
people
w-
on
the
panel
way I
savage
see it,
talking about Derek White. Only had one good year on keeping
This
Derek
is,
White
but
big
here's the
because we
thing. But
playing
hold on.
defense.
This is, but here, forget it's not just a defensive part too. Like both Drew and Derek White, big combo guards that can do a little bit of everything, and they play elite defense. They're gonna give hell to and not just defensively, just in period what they can do in the backcourt. Because both of them can run the offense, both of them can score, both of them can play. Like it's they're gonna give a lot of backcourts hell, man.
the way I see it, like in particular for the Bucks and Celtics in particular, it's gonna come down to their coaching. That's the way I see it because there's clear advantages for both teams in that particular matchup, but it just gonna come down to coaching. And the fact that the Bucks got Terry Stotts as their offensive
Mm.
assistant is gonna help that transition for
Who got
Dame,
Terry Scotts?
the Bucks.
Oh, that's a big pickup. He's offensive guard.
Now,
Yep.
now, now, my whole
No,
thing is this though,
I'm
right?
saying, what I'm saying is It's gonna help. And that's the only thing Chill was kind of capping on. Is like he was asking questions on the things. That's like to me, that's gonna be the most sure thing. Like the fact that Terry Scott's is there, like he's gonna help that transition of Damian Acquire's offense way more
Yeah,
smoother,
I ain't
way more
thinking like
smoother.
that. That now that's a valid point though. Now my whole thing is this though. Dame got to play more off ball than he did his whole career.
And that's
Not,
fine.
I mean, I'm not saying he can't play off ball at all. Like I've seen him catch and shoot, but that's not really a strength of it. Like cause you know how Giannis plays. Giannis, he get the board, the rebound, he transition, he going. You know what I mean? That
Yeah, that's
listen,
how it's
listen.
gonna
You
go.
gotta
It's
make it
gonna
work. But look,
they're gonna
you
they're gonna
gotta
let
make it work.
they're gonna let Giannis
Yeah,
try to attack transition first. Okay, cool. That's not work out. Okay, let's get to our set. Where you got for Terry Scott, we're running the same pistol action that fucking Terry Scott's running in
yeah,
Portland. Boom. That's it.
yeah. But yeah, yeah. When it comes to coaching, that's definitely gonna be an important part too. Which also, when it comes to coaching too, Charles Lee, um, a lead assistant for the Celtics coach. He was he coached the Bucks for a long time, so he knows. You know what I mean, it's gonna be a fun. Definitely a lot of storylines in the next year. Herm had a question. Can Tatum emerge as a true superstar and play as an MVP caliber? Most definitely, I think. Um, when it comes to Jason Tatum, Jason Tatum is. I'm just going off the like this his progression, his whole career. He's got better every single year. So like, why can't he not be? And plus, like I said, he said he gained like 15 more pounds. Like he's
Yeah, I
225
just
right
seen
now.
that today. Yeah.
So that's he looked bigger. Like so,
He
hey,
just gonna get hurt again, man. That
They said
nonsense.
they say he's trying to
hold on.
average 11
Jason
rebounds this
Tatum, but
season, Drew.
Jason Tatum don't really, yeah, but Jason Tatum don't really. Jason Tatum don't miss games though, and that's listen. You understand? Jason Tatum is still young. Jason Tatum's
Jason
still
Tatum
young.
played
He's
80
still,
games or 879.
yeah. Jason Tatum really don't miss
You know,
games
I'm
like
talking
that.
about
He
how he
played
got
80
hurt in the
games.
Eastern Conference Finals. That's what I'm talking about.
That's a freak. That was just a freak sprain. That was just like you can't predict it. Like that was like one of them. Like that was just a crazy play. But
True, we got
And they
True.
left the game.
We
And they
got
left the
haters
game
talking
in
about
Jalen Brown hands. And you
yesterday.
see how that turned out.
Jalen Brown is listen. Jalen Brown decision making was he was a weakness really. He wasn't, but speaking of Jalen Brown, he said he worked on everything about his game. So listen,
And he
um,
working out with Lethal Shooter. You know who Lethal Shooter is. Seen that workout,
listen,
Drew?
he working, yeah, he working, he listen. The one thing I like about, like I said, the Celtics team is they know what they need to work on. They take accountability of why you know what I mean. They understand the failures and why they failed, and they work. You know what I mean. They work on their strengths. You know what I mean. That's why you see the Celtics have progressed, and you know what I mean, and been contending for this amount of that amount of time. So hey, they got to just execute and get it. You know what I mean, and cross that finish line now. You know what I mean. Really.
Yeah. True. All this saying talking about he can't go left with the whoop. First of all,
Look,
bro,
listen. No,
I
it's
watched
not.
Jalen
It's not.
Brown.
Now his
He
now
could go
is his.
left.
Yeah,
He
listen, his
weakens with
left
his
is
hand. He just couldn't do it in the
yeah,
playoffs.
his left is his quote unquote weakest hand. But the problem with Jalen Brown is his decision making. It's not the left hand. It's the
I was
decision
about to
making.
say some facts to that now.
He couldn't go right. He couldn't go
It's the
right neither in the
decision.
playoffs. Like he
It
couldn't
is
grip the
it is
ball. His hand
it
was
is
messed up. He was
it's
complaining
Jalen.
about it. True.
It was a decision. It was a decision making on Jalen Brown. Now, because like I said, so that's really what it was. Like so, because Giannis can play more center with Dame should allow less offensive fouls, and nah, Giannis gonna if Giannis do play center, it's not gonna be a lot of minutes like that.
You don't
I'm
want
be
Giannis to play with
that's why I
centers.
said that's why I said it's gonna come down to coaching
He gonna be
because I'm
tired.
be honest with you. It appears that like offensively, Giannis and Dame's game are compatible,
Right.
while Jalen Brown's and JT's game is a little more redundant. So that's why I'm saying it's gonna come down to coaching because the Bucks coaching staff have to develop counters. So when they do come against teams like the Celtics that can take away one of those guys like a Dame, then you need to develop confidence again. Your sets easier. That's what coaching will come in. Same thing for the
Yeah,
Celtics too. You need to come up with an offensive system that not only features their new third option, Kristaps, also get Jaylen Brown and Jay Tatum in spots where they optimize the offense.
yeah.
It is that simple.
I
Like
think,
it will come down to coaching.
right. I think you're gonna see more two man action with Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown more than you ever seen before too. And I think I predict because I've seen a lot of pictures and videos of them working out with in the summertime with each other, which is, I mean, to be fair, is, I mean, truth be told, that would, I mean, I don't think I never really saw that like that. That was, I guess, it was that was a main complaint about them guys for years. You know what I mean?
Uh huh.
As a so, I think you're gonna see a lot more two man action with those type of guys. I mean, and mind you, they listen. If you know, like I said, they Jalen Brown, Jason Tatum, they worked on every aspect of the game. So when I hear stuff like that and seeing them working out in the summertime, I think you're gonna see more two man action, more selfish. You know what I mean? More, I said selfish, more unselfish. You know what I mean? The fact that you added Porzingis and now Drew Holiday. You know what I mean? Because
Hey,
because
hey, true. Why does Tatum get so much hate? Why do he keep saying like I hear people saying that he ain't better than Paul George or he a Paul George type player at best.
I don't know. I mean,
Uh,
I don't know.
that
I don't
that
know.
ain't a
respect,
bad
I don't.
comparison though.
I
respect. I
don't
mean,
know who
No, it
respect to
said.
is,
Paul
bro.
George.
I don't know who
No, it
Respect
said.
is,
to
bro.
I don't know who said he was better than
respect. I
Paul
don't
Way
know who
George.
better than
said
Paul
that.
George. Paul George got a better
I don't know who
resume.
said that.
That's all.
He's not way
respect,
better than
respect,
man. Stop it.
hold
Yes, he
on,
is. Yes, he is.
No,
Paul
he's
George is a
not, bro. He's
superstar.
not way
Paul
better than
George is
Paul
not. He's a
George. Stop
superstar.
it,
Paul George is not
bro.
a
He's not
superstar.
way.
Tatum is a
Listen,
superstar. Tatum got
no, he's
one
not.
best team on the
Tatum is
court.
not a superstar. That's
But
cap
who
too.
said?
Yes, he
He's
is.
not.
Who said? But
Tatum is
Miles,
not a
who
Prove
said?
him
superstar.
wrong.
Hold
All
on,
right.
time out.
I don't. Megan, let's go like this. Megan, let's go like this. What is
I
Jason
mean,
Tatum rank for you in the league? Where is he? Top 10, top 5? What is he?
I
I
think
mean,
he's
he's
top
right.
10. I think he's
I
top
mean,
Okay,
10.
okay.
Miles,
Hold on, okay,
I'm,
hold on. Okay, okay. What is Paul George? Paul George top 15, top 20. What is he?
he top 20,
I,
top 25.
I give him right. I give him around top 20 or somewhere around there.
Top
He top
25,
20,
top
top
20?
25.
Which one?
Yeah,
What do we
yeah.
say?
Because but I was about to say Jason Tatum. I mean, say Paul George was never to me. He was never the same after that leg injury. After he broke his
We're
leg,
not talking about career,
he
but
Yeah,
was
we're not
never the
talking about
yeah.
same
career.
player.
But hold on, we're
He
not
was
talking
never
about
the
career. We're
same
talking
player.
about hold on. We're not talking about career. We're talking about right now. And to be fair,
That's my point. Right now, he's not the same player
okay,
because of
no,
that leg injury.
but okay, but that
That
but that's
it
the
always go
the
together.
point. No, but here's the thing. But he was the MVP candidate after that injury, so we can't you like we understand that he was an MVP candidate after that. So let's. But the point is
He had his
though,
best season in OKC.
right? Exactly. But the point is though, as of right now, I mean that is a big ass gap from if you're top 20 to top 25 to Jason Tatum is top 5, top 10. That's a big ass gap.
That's what you call an anomaly. That's the only good season he ever had. And like Sturdy just said, that's his best season. That's one season
No,
out of the whole
bro,
time he done
no,
been
but
Nah,
look,
after
nah,
the injury.
hold on, Megan. He
Not
had other
hold,
good seasons. I'm just saying that was
But
his
when you
Paul
best.
saying
George
that's
led the
his
team.
best, that's my
Hold on,
point.
time out. Now because I think Paul George is funny. It seems like people be overrating him and underrating him at the same time. It should be weird. He led the team. He led the Clippers team to the conference finals first time ever when Kawhi got hurt. People were like I don't. It's Paul George is he needs a documentary, bro. He needs a
True,
documentary. He
true.
That's
really
See,
is
you
funny.
can't
great.
see true.
He get
You
no
can't
type
You
of
you can't
credit.
get
No, I'm
see you
just
can't
saying.
get.
No, I'm just really because it's
I
really
know
crazy.
you
Like
know I know you know basketball. You can't get mixed up and stuff like that
no, it's
because
not. That ain't mixed
you
up. No,
do
that's but no.
you do remember
Time out.
DeMar DeRozan also led the Toronto Raptors to the Eastern Conference Final.
No, that's
Is
not.
he
No, this
better
is
than
different.
anybody,
No,
anytime, anywhere, any place?
no.
Like,
Time
what
out.
does that
Time out.
matter?
No. DeMar DeRozan, Kyle Lord, DeMar DeRozan was not missing his second best or whatever his other quote unquote partner duo in Kyle Lowry. Paul George, they lost Kawhi Leonard mid in the second round in the last couple games in the second round, and he led that team all the way to a conference finals. They lost in 6 games, which they could have. They should for execution reason why they lost against the Suns. If you really go back and look at it, missed free throws and bad foul. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? We'll go back and look at it. So, which he was a part of it too. So be fair, but I'm
He
just
was.
it found it funny though. Like it's like Paul George has a weird career, bro. I'm gonna be honest. It's really like people overrate him and underrate him at the same time. Like in the same conversation to me, because like, I understand like like I don't know. It's crazy. It's really crazy. Especially the whole. I mean, I saw the whole KD. It was like a whole KD versus Paul George skill debate. That was I've been
That's
seeing that. I know you
actually
saw it too, Sturdy.
that's actually that's actually reasonable. That's a fair debate.
Yeah, but it's like it's just. I'm like I said. I'm seeing that debate. It's like man, people were like overrating them and underrating them at the same time. Like Paul George is. I don't know. He's a fascinating player when it
What it
comes to
is
that.
like they see the skill of Paul George, they see that blessing of Paul George, but it's just obvious that like just because you have skill and athleticism don't necessarily automatically make you a top echelon player.
Right, because y'all don't want to say that for J.R.
It's
Smith.
other
They want to say
things
that for J.R. Smith.
other things incorporate to it.
Right,
Consistency, adaptation, fucking just
because
playoff raising, like just all around. That what
right,
makes you the upper echelon.
right. Because the truth be true, because J.R. Smith in that same category too, but I don't see nobody prepping up J.R. Smith like that. So listen, when you talk about you talking about a dude that can like he has handles, athletic, that can shoot, that has skill. J.R. Smith had all those things. He had all those things. But going back to what you saying, think about what you're saying, Sturdy. He didn't have the consistency, you know what I mean, the mental, you know what I mean, to put all that together. Like I've seen J.R. Smith do like I'm using J.R. Smith as an example because I've seen him do like amazing, incredible things on the court. Like what the heck, like this, like you know what I mean.
Because that's
But
be honest with you, that's the real thing.
his production didn't match it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the real thing. That's the real thing that separates from the greats from everyone else. It's just production and consistency. Anybody can score 30 in the NBA. They're great, man. They're
Right,
great players. But everybody can't score 30 in the NBA every fucking night.
right. Jeremy Lin was a prime example that he had he had a good a month run,
Nigga had
and
2 weeks.
after that,
You gotta stop this,
hey, come on, he had to. All right, bro. It was 3 weeks. All right, bro.
man.
Look,
Nigga,
I
I
mean,
was
it was
here.
three,
I
bro.
was I
It
was
was
live and
3 weeks,
direct
bro.
when this shit
Bro,
happened, bro.
I
That shit
think
was 2 weeks.
I think you know what? I know what I forgot. It was like 3 weeks. It was being petty as hell. It was like 3 weeks.
Insanity. That nigga,
Well,
that man
Nah,
nah,
said
cause
bro.
the shit
niggas,
was
cause
It's
niggas
petty
keep
as
insanity.
hell,
adding,
bro.
niggas keep adding
Nah,
days and weeks to it, my nigga. I hate
that's
that
petty
shit.
as hell. No BS. Though. I remember it now. I was wrong. It was like I think it was 3 weeks. But I don't even feel like looking up now. It was like 3 weeks. You boosting it now. It was 3 weeks, bro.
Lynn
Man,
Sanity. Talking
It
about
was three
Lynn
weeks.
Sanity.
Nah, cause he was.
man, that's
You know what?
that's the most overhyped moment. People just accept it was just overhyped. Like they niggas like it's
Nah,
all
look.
right, but we
No,
overhyped the
you no,
nigga, man.
you. Nah, I'm saying you're not lying though, but this goes to the point where it's like going back to your saying like everybody can do this it's different when you do it on a consistent basis than sometimes you know what I mean. Jeremy Lin couldn't sustain that, you know what I mean?
Of course he
Over
Let's see,
could.
let
2
me
weeks.
see what he was doing. Let's see what he was doing like during that season.
Now he was killing though. You can't even lie though.
I
He
know he
was
was
doing like
Paul, but I want to remember the stats. Like,
that. Man, then Mario Chalmers ended that issue when they played Miami. Went to the Garden. Mario Chalmers ended it. That shit was funny as hell though. He was killing
Yeah.
though. That shit was weird. It's crazy how he never was like near that player ever again during him that month or 2 weeks or whatever. It is kind of crazy. Like he
Hell,
never was like
I remember in 2013 when the Bulls with Nate Robinson had ended the Miami Heat 27 game win streak. I remember that. Nate
bruh,
Robinson was going off
true,
that
oh
game too.
true,
that was
true,
Nate
crazy.
Robinson was going
true.
off.
Listen,
Yo,
bro, listen. I know.
Great.
That's how. The reason I keep saying it's 2 weeks because like that's about nigga. It was 9 games. 9 games. He was averaging 25, 9 and 4.
yeah, that's something about right. Yeah, you something about that
That
something
ain't
about right.
bad. 9 games, 25, 9 and 4. That ain't bad.
Man,
Now I ain't gonna, that's still impressive though. Now you
because
do
the
that
nigga was
9 games.
Asian. It's because the nigga was Asian, bro. That's what.
Now
That
ain't like
ain't
ain't a lot of
bad
people
though.
lot of people in the NBA couldn't do that for 9 games though. You get that
Yeah,
I
that ain't
mean
bad
it
But
though.
was
true,
That
man.
ain't
You
bad.
would think this nigga doing
it
historic
was
shit.
Man, listen, I'm not saying, bro. You know what it was. It was New York. I'm not saying it was overhyped though, but he was balling though. Cause he was killing like
Nigga
they was
nigga
beating
hit two
teams and
game
everything
winners.
though.
He
Nigga
was
hit
he
two
was
He
game
killing
was
it
winners.
to the
killing.
NBA. He was killing it to the NBA got enough tape on it.
That is a fact though. That is a fact though. Now, I ain't gonna lie,
And
he definitely
you
was.
only got two moves? Oh, it's over for the nigga.
We got
Nah,
this
but
nigga, man. Y'all, we finna shut this shit down, bro. Straight up.
that shit was crazy though. Man ain't doing anything in basketball over here or was overseas. Jimmy Lin had a yeah. I mean, hey, shot credit to him though, because it's like, listen, that moment is the reason why he can live off of basketball. You know what I mean?
Hey
So
man, that's an
that is
NBA champion
crazy.
right there.
Yo, that's I
What
forgot he
year
was
that was, y'all? What year that
the
was when Lynn
Raptor.
Sanity was going off like that?
What 2011, 2012? No, it was 2012. My fault. It was 2012.
2012. Oh, okay, LeBron. No. Yeah, LeBron did win the league MVP that year. Never mind.
Oh, my fault. Y'all too, man, for not dropping the link. I ain't gonna hold up and slacking on that. Y'all come hit that like button though, man. Oh, I'm crying though. Like I thought it was like 14 days though. I ain't gonna lie. I thought it was like no, I thought it was 20 days or something like that for some reason, but
9 games.
guess not. I guess not. I don't know.
Damn. You try to add on to his legacy. Ain't nothing wrong with that though.
Yeah, shoot. Well, they said Kevin Porter Jr. He got released by the Rockets, right? I saw.
Damn.
I think he done. His career over with.
Might be. You don't want that attached to your name. See what happened to Ray Rice. He ain't learned from Ray Rice.
Crazy thing about Ray Rice, that man apologized. His wife went to count. Like that is crazy. He did all that. He still didn't make the league. That's the crazy thing about it with that situation. What up, Herm? I ain't going. Herm,
Yeah,
Herm about to do a
salute
victory
true.
lap. Herm about to do a victory lap, y'all, man. Rare dub for Herm, man. Tell you nothing.
Salute the
He
T
did call
Sweets
it
and
though.
salute the Mango man. Hey, salute the y'all, man.
What's
Hey,
Herm
good?
true.
did call it. I can't
Hey,
even lie. Herm did
I like
call
the
it, man.
mood. I like the move that y'all made with Drew Holiday. That's a great move. I think end of the day, y'all had to get off of Robert Williams. Him playing 35 games last year. It's a great chance that could happen again. And Boston can't take a chance with that. And they played pretty good with a small lineup without him. So they wasn't that bad without him. They was still pretty damn good and one of the best four teams in the NBA. So they really not losing much again. They guy that got experience is one of the best perimeter defenders in the game. I like that move. It just I think true. This is when we got to go ahead put the onus on the supposed best player on the team. Will Jason Tatum finally take his game to the next level, take it to the next notch, and be an MVP caliber superstar player? Will he establish himself as, if not the best player in the NBA, but at least the top two, top three in the NBA? If he play on that type of level, true, now sky's the limit for Boston. But
Yeah.
if
Now
not,
to be fair, yeah,
if he doesn't
I
take
agree.
that next step, it's gonna be question marks with Boston.
I mean, here's the thing, though. I think he's going to be better this year because of, like I said, he added 15. He added 10 pounds. Um he's bigger now, stronger, and plus I think it's going to be easier from now because at the fact that you added Drew Holiday, you added Porzingis, it takes less responsibility off of him. You know what I mean? And now you know what I mean. So I think organically he's going to get better because if you look, I mean, look at his career. He's got better every year in the league already, right? And plus you added more help for him. I mean, hey, but the question, I mean, listen, if he win MVP, if he don't win MVP, I just want him to play efficient basketball. You know what I mean? To help the team, because like I said, he ain't gonna average 30 like he did last year. You know what I mean? That's not gonna happen, and it's not needed. You know what I mean? So if he can average like 25 to 27 a game, eight, 7 to 8 rebounds, and 5 or 6, 4 to 6 a game with a great efficiency, with great defense, elite defense. Hey, shooting like near 50, 40, 85, or like, you know what I mean, like that. Hey, what up, hit man?
Then I just want to
Oh
see him to
yeah,
take the next step for this mental of the game, his mentality. If he
you
take the
seen with
next step
Paul
with
Pierce?
that, he gonna be
You
there.
seen with the truth. He was with the truth for a month
Yeah,
training. You know what I
yeah.
mean? He picking. I mean, listen, man, he gonna be. And like you said, they talk about the leadership. I mean, I'm loving the energy. He said, listen, man, like I may not be the most vocal, but listen, whatever I say, people listen. You know what I mean? He made that man known. Say, hey, listen, what up, bro? Hey, my brother in the chat went up. Hey, oh yeah, I forgot to talk about this. Devin Vessel agreed to a 5-year, $146 million extension, which includes no options and is guaranteed for 135 million with 11 million in bonuses. League sources, Woj. I like Devin though. Devin Vassell. Listen, that Devin Vassell is definitely an underrated guard in this league, man. A wing. Brown ain't leaving Boston, huh? Phil. And definitely not now. I ain't gonna lie. This is. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. This is shoot. I mean, listen, and mind you, listen, and I know Jrue would love playing Boston, though. I know Jrue would love to play in Boston. That motherfucker licking his chops right now.
I normally would troll the Boston Celtics, man, but I gotta talk basketball. I can't be on that trolling shit. I would love to troll y'all, but I can't because I actually love that move with Drew Holiday. It takes away now Jalen Brown and Jason Taylor don't have to do as much playmaking as they was forced to do because they were the best. They were the best guys on the team that could probably create for their teammates.
Right. You
So
take
now,
pressure
now
off.
they
You
don't have to
take
do
pressure
that.
off. Yeah. You take pressure.
Yeah,
Like Drew Holiday, take pressure off. Like even if you can do it per se, even they got better doing it this season, you still taking pressure off of them. You know what I mean? So it's like it's a win-win. Tatum will be a Kobe plus Kobe LeBron in one more year. Damn. Shit. Hey, hope so.
and then I think you guys gonna be in the running to get a guy like a Dwight Howard and try him out to see how he'll fit with you
Yeah.
guys.
Nah,
And
nah.
if he
I
could
said
be
this move too,
focused,
huh? Yeah.
that's a great
Now
pickup if
I got
Dwight
a I
Howard is
got
focused.
I got a better plan. I got a deal that Celtics could do. Because Celtics got $6 million trade exception.
I forgot about that. Y'all sure do. I forgot about that.
There's a big man in Detroit, center power forward.
Oh man.
They're making a little bit on this. They're making a little bit on the $6 million, man. You know what I mean. I mean, him and LeBron had a little words back in a couple seasons ago. You know what I mean. Isaiah Stewart, man. Listen, we get Isaiah Stewart. 6 million, give him a first round. Fuck it. I mean, give him the first round. Boston, Brad don't like first round picks anyway. He give him away anyway. You know what I mean? We ain't use a first round pick since Brad been on the team. So I don't mind them giving a first round pick for Isaiah Stewart. Get him, you know what I mean? And he's on a long term deal. He just signed the extension, making
Yeah.
$60 million with a team option last year of his deal, making only 15 million a year. Hey, backup Isaiah Stewart be a backup big. Why not?
He'll
Why
fit
not?
right in because he'll know his role instantly, and he is a hard nosed, tough guy, physical guy. So that's the
Shoot a
type of
little
big
bit
man
from
that
the
you guys
outside.
need.
Shoot a little bit outside on the bit. A little versatile defensively as a bit. Hey, now I said that's the perfect move. That's the best move we can get. You know what I mean? In my opinion. I mean, I wouldn't mind Dwight. I
I
would
actually
not
like
mind
that
Dwight
draft.
though, Jay. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that Dwight though. But I would rather have I would rather have
Have a
I think that's
younger
the
piece. Have a younger piece that gonna last for
younger
a few
piece.
years.
And he's on a long term deal that make money wise is not it's not crazy because it's basically the money we would have if we would have kept basically Grant Williams. You know what I mean? Because at this point, listen, man, you Boston, man, money don't matter. Clearly, it doesn't matter. You Boston, money clearly doesn't matter. They shown that they got Drew Holiday and Derek White, which um they probably want to both extend. You know what I mean? I think Drew Holiday. I think you can get Drew. I think they can get a Drew Holiday on a good deal extension. You know what I mean? Favorable deal,
Yeah.
like you know what I mean? So I don't think that's gonna be too crazy. The only thing I worry, I mean, so when it comes to money, listen, I don't think Sixers care about that at this point. They like, listen, man, we gotta win,
This all or
which I
nothing.
respect
Boston
it.
treating it like an all or nothing situation.
Which I respect it. Because at the end of the day, listen, I look at it the day. At the end of the day, you want to have Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown. Worry about everything else later. At the end of the day, those are your two young pieces that you're gonna have for a long time, right?
Yeah, hit
Worry
man.
about
I
everything
ain't gonna
else
lose
later.
that bet to True. I ain't gonna end up losing that bet to True though. I ain't gonna lie. I might as well face
Vince
me
will get
out.
more than Bridges. Which Bridges though? You talking McHale, but here's McHale already signed his contract like a couple years, like
Oh,
two
I
years
think
ago.
Miles Bridges could be a steal out of Charlotte. He could be a steal.
Miles, I think Miles do what he need to do in Charlotte. They gonna keep him though if he do what he need to do. Dwight would be a PR nightmare, especially with his latest this summer. I ain't want to get into it.
Now, hey, Boston was
Did
covering
anyone?
up the best though.
Yeah, but did anyone sign C Williams? He was on Lakers though, Brandon. He on Lakers. That was, I mean, I can't hate on that. That's a good move. Hey, shout out, hey, Miami though. I know Miami's sick right now. I know, them Miami Heat fans are sick right now, bro. They crashing out like that, like on Twitter. Boy, oh boy, they crashing out.
Shit, even Jimmy Butler crashed and ran wigs up
Well,
there.
he trolling. Because them pictures they use in media day, they get used for the whole year, right? That's when you notice, like last year, Jimmy Butler had them fake dreads extensions. They use that same picture, like everywhere, like for the whole year when they start promoting the games and stuff like that.
Hey, true. That's like a $4,000 hairstyle.
Man, listen, man. Hey, that man Jimmy a troll though. He trying. I mean, I guess. I mean, hey, that's who he is. But you need to worry about Pat Riley building a team, man. That's what he need to worry about. That I listen. We may need a conversation on Pat Riley, man. I ain't gonna lie though, because listen, he's all time. He's a Hall of Famer, man. He knows his basketball. But the fact they were trying to strong arm the Portland Trailblazers, and first of all, they shouldn't even made it public. They shouldn't even made that trade public like that. They should have just kept it under wraps. You know what I mean? And like they bite now they eating dust now, man.
T Sweezy, man, how you feel about your team, man? I know you gonna talk your shit to me. I ain't trolling y'all for right now though. I'm gonna try to troll y'all when I can, but I can't right now. I gotta be real.
Give me a second.
That's gonna be listen and that backcourt, the Derek White, Drew Holiday backcourt gonna be nasty, man. The good God Almighty, that's gonna be the backcourt on that team is man. I don't think people understand uh how man, people really was trying to argue me about like it just found it like, and I'm arguing people out here like you know what I mean in my unit, you know what I mean people I'm on deployment with and all that they talking about it, but like it's I find it very disgusting now. All of a sudden, the Celtics players that left they getting the most praise they ever had in their career. That's a shame, man. That's a damn shame, man.
Yeah, I
They
agree.
talking about they talking about Grant Williams or he did a good like they was even and now at the point that they lying now talking about Grant Williams was a better defender on Giannis than Al Horford was. Like y'all really lying. Like y'all really like making things up. Like who's gonna stop? Like it's so nasty. Like Herm, it's so nasty that they giving Robert Williams more credit that he didn't even do. They give him credit that he didn't even do.
That's a fact. Now they
Who's
would
going
have said
who
Kevin Durant. I could have understood that, but
this man said you got people saying that who gonna stop Giannis now? We beat Giannis without Robert Williams 2 times. Like what
Yep.
we talk like it
Yep.
they really making things up like Robert. Shout out to Robert Williams. I'm not saying he does it. Listen, I wish Robert Williams a great career. Listen, I want him. Listen, hopefully one day he can come back to Boston one day. You know what I mean? But don't sit here and credit. It's now we're getting so bad now that people are crediting things that he didn't do. That man was hurt and
I think
barely
he's slightly
played.
overrated, true.
Now I ain't gonna go that far though. I think no. I'll say this though. I'll say this. I'll say this. I must this include Grant Williams and Marcus Smart. I think people are overrating them to try to fit a narrative, to try to fit their argument to downplay the Celtics. Now, don't get it twisted. Those three guys, don't get it twisted. The three guys I did name per se are impactful players. Grant Williams, Marcus Smart, and Robert. I do feel that they're impactful players. But at the end of the day, though, now all of a sudden they getting more like now they getting credit that I've been saying they was doing when they was on the team, but nobody people say I was being a homer. I was a homer and all this stuff like this. I'm a fanboy, so I'm a homer. You being too biased in all case may be, but now when they lead a team, they everything I said it was, and now they adding extra stuff to it. Grant Williams was the best defender on Giannis, which is a lie because Al Horford guard Giannis. He's the main primary defender on Giannis every single time.
I'm back, Hearn.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, what was your question?
Yeah, I would ask you, T, how you feel about everything? How you feel about the scope of everything that's going
I
on?
Once I heard we was in the mix, I didn't think we were gonna make any moves. And I'm like, what is taking Brad so long? Because we need a backup center because it's either you start Rob or Al. You feel me? And Al is a four. Chris Fingers is a four, but he can play the five. Rob is a five. Rob is really a four, but he can't shoot, so we haven't played the five. So I'm like, bro, when we gonna get it big, bro? You feel me? And then woke up in the morning, I see hella people going live. It said Celtics got Jrue Holiday. I said, what? What we gave up? Because I knew Brogdon we going to give him up. I looked. It said 2 first-round picks and Rob. I said, fuck, we traded Rob? Damn. They got DeAndre
I'm,
Ayton. Why they took Rob from us?
So you got
I mean,
mixed
they
emotions
won.
about
They
the
won.
trade?
They won. I kind of, me personally, I kind of do, but at the same time, I do feel though the Celtics are in a win now situation, and I think. Cause here's the thing, we do don't get it twisted. We do lose the rim protection and the rebounding over Robert Williams, right? We do lose that his
And
impact,
the
right?
versatile
When it comes to
defending
that,
of Rob Williams. How he can get to the
yeah,
perimeter and block shots.
yeah. But that being said, though, we still have great interior defense in Porzingis and Al Horford. You know what I mean? But with with the subtraction of a Robert Williams, we gained the perimeter defense we lost with the Marcus Smart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And mind you, people are like boosting it, and I think people are like overweighting like this. Listen, all dude, like I think Robert Williams is an important piece that helped the Celtics get where they need to be at, of course, right? When it comes to his these past couple of years, but let's not act like the Celtics didn't win games and series without Robert Williams either. You know what I mean? So it's like
Thanks.
people
That
are.
was my whole thing, true. That
I
was my
mean,
whole thing.
now he don't get it twisted. He helped us beat Miami when we went to the finals. He was a factor of us beating
Close
Miami.
out the series. Yup.
He was that. Listen, even against Philly this year, him putting him in starting lineup against Philly, he was a factor. I'm not gonna listen.
Man was killing
Listen.
Tice.
Is a reason why Portland wanted Robert Williams. It's a reason why Portland wanted Robert Williams. You know what I mean? Not just to make the money work, but hey, you know what I mean? But that being said, with that being said, though, it's like people would just want to overrate those guys that left the Celtics or got traded because of trying to fit their narrative, man. That's all of what it is, man. It's all what it is. It's nasty work and it's disgusting, man.
They don't want to give us no credit, bro. They mad that we got the best small forward in the
Now,
game.
now, because like I said, Herm and everybody else was here though. I was talking about Rob Williams before a lot of people.
You
Now
did.
all of a sudden, he can do this and that, and y'all people give more credit. Like, come on, bro.
They'll discredit him when we had him, True, and Marcus Smart. Now they
Now,
gonna
but
say,
now,
"Oh,
now,
y'all
now they
lost
want now they're
leadership.
gonna
Oh,
give
y'all got
him.
no perimeter."
But Marcus Smart was on the team, he was a shot chucker. He was a flop
Turnover
merchant.
machine.
Uh,
He
eight,
does dumb
eight,
shit.
yeah, eight.
Yeah,
He's a
he try
fake
to do too much.
DPOY. But even so, yeah, I'm even seeing
Oh,
some
my bad.
Celtics fans. I even seen. Hold on, you got it.
The hate for Marcus Smart, True, be so fucking nasty, bro. Like Marcus Smart, Ben deserved a defense player of the year
Even
award.
Celtics
Like
fan,
he got the
even some Celtics
accolades
fans,
and the
right?
stats.
Even some Celtics fans I've seen like do that. I'm like, bro, y'all like I remember you was like on a different tone, but like it's really crazy though. It's like and mind you, I love Marcus Smart though, but like y'all now all of a sudden now okay, so he leave now. Now y'all want to give him credit and praise.
Hey, True, you know what's so crazy, bro? You hear these dumbass niggas on YouTube talking about he not a elite defender, but we heard NBA players saying he's an elite defender and
Man, it's not
NBA
even mad,
analytics.
right? But it's not even. I'm not even mad about. But here's the thing: keep the same energy though. Nobody keeping the same. When Grant Win, Marcus Smart, and Grant Williams have left, though, people are not keeping the same energy. A lot of people is not keeping the same energy. And that's the issue I have. You know what I
He
mean?
didn't make he didn't make it this year because he got hurt. He made
Right.
a defensive team almost every year.
Like it's just a lot of people ain't keeping the same energy though when it comes to those guys. Because like when they was on the Celtics though, you was not hearing barely none of this. When it comes to the general basketball community, but like you was not hearing barely none of this conversation talk about how valuable.
Herm, you there? Herm,
Yeah, true may have dropped out because he still.
Herm, you there?
You hear me?
No,
Yeah.
yeah. Herm, I try to reach you, man.
Yeah, I told shit. All you had to do was send the link.
Shit, bro, I was waiting on you. I was on my lunch. I had an hour lunch.
Yeah, that's sure all you had to do was send the link. Whenever you drop a video, send the link. Cause YouTube ain't gonna send the notifications all the time. They ain't gonna do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Mingler,
be tripping sometimes.
Mingler, bro. I got a channel, bro. Check me out.
Hey man, I'm gonna check you out, man.
I sent you the link, man. You about to pull up. What happened?
Man, I be having so much stuff going on, man. But hey, send me what's your channel? I'm gonna come over there and check you out. What's your channel?
It's motherfucker. It's right here. Let me know if it works. T Sweezy 263.
All right. I'm gonna check you out to see what you're
Yeah,
working with.
right
I,
now I'm talking
I
about the
always
Raiders.
want to know
I'm
this,
a
T.
Raider fan.
I always
Oh,
want
Huh?
to know this, man. For you being for Oakland, how in the hell you a Celtics
I'm
fan?
from Richmond.
Yeah, you being a
That's the
Cavs
same
nigga,
thing. Yeah.
how you a Celtics fan, man?
Well, I was never into sports. It all started in middle school. Basically, I didn't like reading. He handed me a Celtic book, and basically it just talk about their history, they 2008 run. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, I'm like 12 or 13 at the time, and I'm like, oh, these dudes pretty cool. So I felt like no homo, but I fell in love with KG quotes. You feel me? Like it touched me. You feel me? That's when I started getting into sports and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I like the Rondo quotes, KG. You know what I'm saying? That's why I started following for them. So when they like 2008 or nine, that's when I became a fan. My sixth grade year, and then I started watching basketball like my seventh grade year. From that day on, I just been a Celtic fan ever since then. And then football, I was a Charger fan, but they didn't show the Chargers fans in the Bay Area, so they would show out here neither you're a Raider or 49er fan. So I ended up being with the Raiders because the 49er colors, they ugly as fuck. And the Raiders, I like their players. We had Richard Seymour, Tommy Kelly, Johnny Lee Higgins, Jacoby Ford, hey Darius Hayward Bay, Nandi Asamoah, Michael Huff, uh, uh, um, Kirk Morrison, hella niggas, man. Matt
I did
Giordano,
have, I did
Justin
have,
Fargas, a saucy white boy. Woo! Number 25. Marcel Reese, Michael Bush. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I miss that team, even though it was garbage. Carson Palmer. Like, come on, man. You hear me?
yeah, I can hear
You
you.
hear me?
Yep.
Shit like that. But yeah, I ended up being a Raider fan. But I started watching the Chargers when LT left. You feel me? So I was an LT fan. But I'm a Raider and a Celtics fan. But the Warriors, every time I go to the game, they get the ass whooped. And then and then I never got to see Steph Curry play. I seen Steph Clay Thompson play and Nate Robinson. And I went to the game when they played the Trailblazers when they had Gerald Wallace and Jamal Crawford. And then they played, I think, the Hornets and somebody else. I can't remember what team they played.
Yeah.
But yeah, I fell in love with the Celtics history. Rondo was my favorite point guard all the time. I love Paul Pierce is my favorite player. Ray Allen my favorite player. You feel me? So I just love how they view basketball, and it's like their mentality. You feel me?
We did
And then
have
it
some
sucked.
that OA team had some.
Yeah, and Leon Powell from the town. He played football with Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah. Well, you got Tony
I mean
Allen.
Leon Poe. My fault. I said his name wrong. Tony Allen was a beast, man. He was a
Yep.
beast. I love him too. Um, who I was
James.
gonna say? Yeah, James Posey. That's the dude. He's playing for the Heat, right?
Now he played for the Celtics too.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie though. I don't know who the fuck White Mamba. I don't know who the fuck White Mamba is. I never heard of him. I'm gonna be honest with you. If somebody asked me, I said, "Who the fuck is that?" I say, "Bean." I never heard of him. You gotta remember, bro. I was a kid around that time. I wasn't a grown up. I didn't
Damn,
even
I
have a
forget about that.
phone. It wasn't even I didn't even have no social media, so I don't know who the fuck White Mamba is.
Hey, if I fall out, it's because I'm in a bad area.
It's all good. But but yeah, Herm, I might do a stream tonight or tomorrow. You feel me? Like I might just wait to media day and then I'm gonna react to it probably. That's what I might do.
But just like I said, just send me the.
Yeah. Okay. Can y'all hear me? Yeah, Jason, I'm young, bro. I'm young, bro. I'm only 25. Yeah, check me out. Check me out, man. Right now, I'm talking about the Raiders. Yeah, Jay. Yeah. Jay, fuck with me. You regret being a Niner fan? I ain't gonna lie, Rundown. You right. Rundown. Yeah. I kind of do regret it because I didn't realize how good the Niner was because they had what's number 52 name? Patrick Willis. They had Justin Smith, Arden Smith. I ain't gonna lie. If I would have knew about them play, I probably been a Niner fan. I'm not gonna lie though. You know what I'm saying? But we would never be better than the Niners. I'm gonna keep it a being, bro. Like Niners own us and everything, bro. Like they better than us all the time. They got like better Hall of Famers, better organization, better coaches, better, you know what I'm saying? Better franchise, all that shit, man. But they uniforms ain't better than us though. I'll tell you that though. But Raider and Niner fans, it's the same. It's like apples and oranges. But yeah, though, that's the link to my channel, man. Check me out. Check me out, y'all. I have pinned it. Let me see. T Sweezy. Yeah, click the link and it should take you straight there. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Peace.
Yo, I'm back, yo. My fault. My fault. I'm back. Hold on. That's on me. That's on me. My fault. My fault. I'm back. I'm back. My fault. It was a good cover. Oh yeah, though. But yeah, my fault. What time? Oh yeah, it's about that time anyway. To be honest with you though. Yeah, I lost track of the time. But it was a good. Yeah, sorry, like, oh, like so my phone. Yeah. Um. What else? Oh yeah. Stay tuned for videos I'm dropping soon. Stay tuned for that. Said more live streams, of course. Um. What else? Yeah, like, just stay tuned, man. I'm keep y'all trying to keep you more updated about what's going on and stuff like that. So hey, stay tuned. I'm about to get off here. I think the penalty you ended. Yeah, I'll check. I got it anyway. To be fair, I lost track of time, so I got it anyway. So, um, say thank you again by tuning in. True. Peace, deuces. Catch all that live. Hey, listen. Hey, comment. Hey, listen, man. Comment what you think about the Jrue Holiday trade or the Celtics title favorites. It's going to be easy road. How you feel it's going to be? So it's your boy True. Peace, deuces. Salute them out. Oh yeah, don't forget to hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Peace.